bastard sermon, you motherfuckers.
Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Patrick Seda.
And Luke Young.
And guys, I want to say I'm sorry for last week's episode because I was fucking exhausted the entire time, and I know it probably it didn't make for the most exciting episode, but I'm back. My shit's healed. I feel good. How about you boys? You guys
Feeling great. Feeling awesome, man.
Big dick swinging.
I'm a little frustrated, but
All
I'm
right.
good.
What are you frustrated
Why are you
about?
frustrated?
What happened?
Because this morning, I wake up before my alarm. I'm feeling good.
Mhm.
I'm cuddling Dan. My dick was a little hard. I almost put it in, but
Wow.
I
Front of the back.
He said it. Someone can take that
But,
recording and take it out of context.
But anyways, I got up, I got ready, I hung out, smoked some weed, was about to leave for work, and I go out to warm my car up,
Oh, yeah.
and my shit is like frayed all over my car. Like my shit is scattered.
Did you have a
Everywhere.
window busted out or anything?
Thank God.
Door unlocked?
No. Yes, door unlocked. And
It's because of
and,
that car bong you have or the car dab rig you have. You forget to
so,
lock the door, man.
just that evening around like 6:30 was when I got out of my car. I was just with my girlfriend and we picked up Skyline, and like my hands were full. I had like $35 worth of Skyline in my hands.
Oh, they saw
That's
you.
a ridiculous amount of Skyline.
That's why they
What
try
the
to
fuck?
rob your car, bro, because they saw the Skyline. They knew you were balling out of control. They're like, this dude's got hundreds, just stacks in the trunk. I know it. Keep going.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so like I forgot to just lock my car because my hands were full, and another stupid mistake. I get done paying for my Skyline. I put the card in my wallet, and I'm like, I'm not gonna have to use this until I go into work tomorrow. So I just threw that bitch in the center console. Like I won't need to worry about it until tomorrow. I'll just leave it there in the car. Then I fucking go out. It's gone. That's the only thing they took though. That's the only thing. I had easily like $900 worth of like Milwaukee and Craftsman tools in my trunk.
What? Why the
that they
fuck are you
couldn't
keeping
take it in
900?
hot.
Why are you keeping $900 worth of tools in your car?
Because they're my tools and I live with my parents, so if I put them in the garage, my dad will think they're his and I'll never see them again.
Hey, I don't blame
Oh,
him.
no.
Hey, you should never, ever leave anything in your car that you don't want stolen. I mean, but either way, it still fucking sucks. I remember I had like a photo shoot once, and it was like the first photo shoot I ever had with like my band, and we had all of our musical equipment in this guy's car, and he parked by the Hooters over in Newport, and we came back, and we had like over $6,000 worth of equipment in this car, and it was all wide out. Anyone could have, anyone could see it. There's nothing covering it. And someone broke into the window to try to take his stereo and took all of his iPods and shit and left all the equipment though.
What did
So we
they
lucked
get
out.
from you, Luke?
They just my fucking wallet, and there was no money
Wait.
in the wallet, dude.
Did
I
you have your
was
ID
so
and shit in
mad.
there?
Yes.
Debit
yes.
card?
I had my debit, but dude, this is the thing, right? So I realized nothing in my car is taken except for my wallet. I immediately get on my Fifth Third app. Look, not a single dollar has been spent. I am sure there were hours between them taking that out of my car, and me finding out. So they had not used my bank card at all, and there was no cash.
You canceled it, I hope, right?
They would
Of
have-
course I did. I canceled it right away. I spent $30 for them to send me a new card within 2 days. Otherwise, it'd be a fucking week before I had access.
You just go into the
to
branch
any
and
of
get
my
a free one.
cash. And then I fucking I didn't go to work because if I went to work, I was just gonna be mad as fuck, stewing over this, just stressing out
Yeah.
in silence all day. And my job is like manual labor, so I was just gonna get angrier and angrier and tenser and shit. So I just stay at home.
Just
I got
furiously
to
stacking
the-
boxes with fucking
Yeah.
veins and all your skin's all see-through because you're fucking ginger. So just be
I
like
get red quick,
anime
yeah.
veins coming through your face, eyeballs all
Yeah,
popped
well,
out.
you guys have seen the veins that pop up on my forehead when I
Pretty intense.
smile too hard,
Yeah.
like it's fucking stupid. But but yeah, I went to the BMV like the moment they opened up. I got my temporary license and a new one being mailed to me, and I started to calm down after I smoked a bunch of weed, but I felt super violated. I felt really mad that they took the wallet when there was nothing for them. They could have just taken the food gift cards and left it. You know, like it's just a hassle at this point. They didn't use the
quicker to
debit
take
card.
the whole wallet, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, yeah, but check this out. They steal out of my car, and I'm like, well, if they stole out of mine, I'm gonna check my family's. My sister's car is good. My dad is already gone for work, and my mom, her car was locked, and she just left for work. So, but my dad has 2 trucks, so I go to check his second truck, and that one was unlocked, and they ransacked that. They didn't take any of his tools or anything, but they opened up his center console and took like, I don't know, $4 and change. So they were obviously looking for money. Yeah, but what I'm saying is they obviously took the time to go from his truck to my car or my car to his truck. They could have searched the wallet, you know, like, oh, there's no cash. Let me take these gift cards.
So you're mad that they weren't polite enough when they were stealing from you to just leave the fucking wallet and just take the certain card.
They could have just threw it somewhere.
You could have had some fucking decency, right? Like, who the fuck? Or
like, if you're gonna be a thief, be an efficient thief. Don't take dead weight. Idiot.
Don't be rude when you're stealing.
God damn it, dude. There's nothing in the wallet for you.
Did you know how inconvenient it is to go to a DMV or a BMV or whatever and get a new license and get a new debit card and all this shit?
It's not hard at all.
Just take the gift cards, you fucking rude asshole.
It's not hard right now because I heard people talking about it again and again in that line. Like it wasn't a long line either, but they were talking about how it's so empty. And the line is moving so fast because they extended the deadline on tags. So, you know, motherfuckers are waiting until the last second on that shit. And then, you know, the BMV is going to be flooded for days.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Are you getting the new license
fucking...
this time?
What?
Are you getting the new license this time so you don't get locked out of bars or anything?
I don't think I am.
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
I'm saying like, just because you got locked out of
oh yeah,
bash.
you're saying because I have a
like, you got the new
license,
one, right?
I'm not going to be able to go into bars.
Oh, that new license. If you want the license so you can get on airplanes, this motherfucker makes you bring in, they'll be like, yeah, we need a mortgage payment, we need your birth certificate, we need your social security card, we need your old license, we need a sample of your blood and hair, and we're going to have you jerk off in this cup. Like, what? What are you talking about?
Here, jerk off in this cup.
Yeah, we got to make sure it's you. We got to for sure eyeball scan and everything else. I'm like, what kind of fucking crazy world are we living in? You got to do all this fucking horse shit. Also, Luke, they would have to be the dumbest criminals of all goddamn time to have spent anything on that debit card. Because in today's world, you can't go fucking spend some money at even the shittiest little store in the hoodest of neighborhoods without 8 webcams looking at you recording to a fucking server in the back room. You know what I mean? So hard to get away with shit now. If they spend it, they're gonna check the tapes of wherever the fuck.
Which only furthers my point that there was nothing in it for them. They should have just left it.
What if they're stealing your identity? They're gonna, I don't know, pretend
you don't
to be
have your social security number in that wallet, do you?
No.
That would suck dicks. Can you imagine?
That would be scary. You know how much of a hassle it is to go and get your social security number changed or just get another card?
Dude,
you can't get it changed?
I know there's maniacs like that.
I think you can.
I know there's maniacs out there like that leave their social security card in their wallet, but like those people deserve to be robbed, you know, because they're stupid. But like I didn't have mine in there. I did not deserve it.
And who the fuck carries cash? No one carries cash.
I talked about this story recently on the podcast again. I think the story of me being robbed. I don't carry cash anymore for that very reason.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Unless you're buying.
By the way,
drugs.
You're right, Cody. You can't get another number.
Yeah, I know. There's no fucking way. They're not giving out new numbers.
I thought you could, but I know the hassle of getting a new card is a bitch.
Yeah, it took me forever to get a new social security card because my mom lost mine and I needed it for my first job and shit. And I was like, "What the fuck do you mean you lost my social security card?" She's like, "Oh, there's 5
That's
of you."
hilarious.
It's like, okay, great. I hope that it's not on the dark web somewhere right now.
Like,
being used to apply for mortgages in South Africa. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean you lost it?
My mom, when I moved out, handed me I could probably pull it out, but it's too much of a hassle to get to right now. Like a big square Tupperware like storage bin, and was like, "Here's all of your adult shit." And I was
Holy
like, what
shit.
do you mean? She's like, this is all of your like medical, your birth certificate,
That's
your
awesome.
social, everything.
That's a great idea.
This
I
is
wish
it.
that happened to me.
And here's a bunch of manila folders. Keep this shit on you. Don't lose it ever.
Awesome.
It's like, all right, cool.
Well, that's what I'm doing for my kids. I got a filing cabinet, and Allie's got a folder for Ari that she's already had before we got together, and then I've got one for Dez, and we just keep all their shit in there, like all their records, like all the shit for Dez's surgeries in there, like everything, all the doctor's appointments that we go to, like we keep fucking everything.
Smart.
So when the kids
Get
are
a
older,
safe.
we should do the same fucking. That's the reason to save all that shit. Like, well, here you go, get the fuck out, and you just lock the door and turn up the
Oh,
radio
dude.
real loud.
You throw it all
Dude,
at them,
if
and
I-
the paper flies all over the street.
Pin
and
a
you have to
$100
pick it
bill
up.
to their chest. Best of luck to you.
If I ever become a parent, I like.
Yeah, I'm never gonna do that. I'm kidding. I love my kids. My parents. I'm living in my grandpa's basement thanks to the kindness of my family.
Sounds like you're ready to kick them out.
No, I would never do that to my kids.
Sounds
I'd
like you
fuck
want little Dez to get a job already.
around. That'd be pretty.
I brought
sweet.
you into this world. The least you can do is pay my mortgage.
Give me
puts-
money.
Puts on a little baby suit, goes to baby work, dude. That'd be fucking sick.
Baby work. What would you do at a baby work?
Just
you
go
think?
into a little baby factory full of babies, no pant, just diapers, and then they just sit there like a conveyor belt very slowly goes, and they try to put a fucking
Blocks
the
in the
red
right
block
shapes.
into the they try to get into the right shape.
Stupid.
And the energy from their tiny little hands moving generates some type of electricity. Yeah,
It's like
dude.
some sort of Matrix
It's like
situation.
the
It's not as
Monsters,
pretty and
Inc.
cute as you think it would be. It's probably really dark.
Yeah,
The
dude.
Monsters Inc. like surviving off of like children's
Screams.
screams, but
Oh,
we're
yeah,
surviving
dude.
off of, like the physical stress and anxiety of like infants.
You guys can't steal my idea either. I already have it patented. I got LLC set up. Be the next Jeff Bezos.
Damn.
God damn it.
All right. I had a fucking pain. I'm sorry you got robbed, Luke. That sucks, dick. That
Yeah,
really
the
sucks.
inconvenience
That's-
of getting all that other shit replaced is a bitch too. So I
It's
feel
so-
like
Yeah, it sucked, but
It's so violating getting robbed. Like my next door neighbor when I was a kid broke into my house, into this fucking house because we lived here and shit. And he
Bitch.
came in. He was pretending to be my friend and shit. And he was a sketchy. He wound up being a fucking dope fiend, and he's got like AIDS now down in Alabama. So he got his. Fuck him. But and my mom sent him to jail for robbing us because he's the dumbest criminal ever. Like he fucking tried to go in through the back window. And my parents were on vacation. I was the only one up there. So he was basically casing the place. They were like, don't let anybody in. And fucking I didn't. But every time I'd open the door, he could see all of our shit. And then I'd go to leave. My dad would take me over to his house because my mom was on vacation or whatever. And I was just at my mom's to like get off the bus to go from the bus from school to there because they couldn't pick me up at my dad's house. My dad had the wrong hours, so he wasn't going to be able to fucking like drop me off and shit. So I'm just here for all of 4 hours, and then the rest of the day it's a completely unguarded house that dude knows is completely empty and everybody left for vacation. And he kicked the door in, and because he couldn't get in through the kitchen window, and my dumbass left the fucking door unlocked all night long, right? So I get there first thing in the morning for the bus, and
perfect storm.
I'm like, why is my door open? And then their chair's knocked over. I was like, must have left a chair there, and then didn't think anything of it and closed the door because it wasn't like I was doing anything. I was just sitting there like dicking around playing Game Boy, waiting for my dad to get like off work to come pick me up. So I didn't even look in my room. Didn't find out till days later after I noticed the chair was kicked over and the door was open. I thought I did that. I was like, I guess I just fucking completely forgot my whole life. I wasn't even doing drugs yet. I was like fucking 12 years old and shit. And I was like, why am I so forgetful? But yeah, and then my parents come back, and Jacob goes to the bedroom, my little brother, and the PS2's gone, all of our games. He left only the shitty games, like only the garbage games were still there.
the
Like
bad games.
Madden 2002 was still there. I was like, fuck. Like, I got
Where's my
everything.
Sly Cooper and
Shadow of
Jackie
the Colossus.
Dexter?
Shadow of the Colossus was gone. That bad boy I just got for Christmas.
The dark-
fucking thing was gone.
Damn.
It was horrible. Like they got black. You remember the fucking the shoe?
Oh, I loved Black.
They got
on
Black.
Xbox.
Yeah,
I
Red-
played the fuck out of that game.
took both our Red Faction games. Oh, I was so fucking mad, dude. Everything. We had a stack, dude. It was like 25 games, solid PS2 games.
Did you know it was him
PS2
right away?
was gone, and he stole a jar, a big ass jar of crayon full of the top with quarters and nickels and shit. Not a huge loss, but there's probably
Damn,
$100
that's a lot of
worth
money.
change in there. I mean, it was
No,
stacked to
like
the
a
top.
small cup of change is like $50. So if you have like a big ass jar thing, that's probably like close to like $400-$500 or
He
something.
stole
I bet.
our good DVDs back in the day where DVDs were like some new hot shit and you still had a bunch of VHSs, but the real good shit was on DVDs, right? So he just stole that whole stack. This is in the days of buybacks where you'd be taking shit up to buybacks. I'd do it to go. We pawned all of our video games. Me and Jacob trying to sell PS2 games for a 5-sack so we could go blow it all down in Joe's basement. But I bring my little brother in there. He's like 11. I'm 14. We're blowing down a 5-sack because we just sold our whole video game collection. But yeah, we didn't know it was him right away. No, my parents figured it out immediately. They were like, "Fucking."
How'd they find out?
I bet James did it because he was a piece of shit.
They just said that was just a hunch.
He was a piece of shit that lived next door because my parents immediately were like, who'd you let into the house? Did one of your friends do this? Like, my dad, like, used to do fucked up shit all the time, constantly, and, like, all my dad's brothers were fucking criminals. It's a family of criminals, basically. It was all my dad and his 2 brothers.
So he just knew it was, like, he was someone we know.
No, he started questioning me, like, he was like, me and Scott my Uncle Scott have to talk to you in the garage because the police were there and my mom and shit's outside talking to police. And he's like, come on, I gotta talk to you in the garage. And then he was like sitting there with my Uncle Scott and I'm sitting in a chair and he was like, look up at me. And then I looked up at him and he was like, did you know, I mean, I know you got that friend James, right? Like he's the only one that was over here. You sure you didn't just let him in? You know, cut him a little deal, like he could take all the games and it'll just be like a little money that you're going to make. And I was like, no, why would I do that to my own games? And he's like, and then Scott creeps in. He's like, yeah, dude, like we've all done something like that. Did you do something like that? And I was like, no, I promise that's not what I did. And they were like, fucking good, because this conversation would have got real bad real quick for you if you had. But I believe you. And then they took me back out of the garage because I realized later, like if I would have said, like if that was the case, my dad would have just fucking killed me in that garage, basically. Like not for real, but he would have beat the shit out of me.
He would have spanked you
as soon as the cops left. No, I would have got my uncle. He did some crazy shit to my uncle, but I'll tell you that later. But because my uncle did a similar thing, like stole a boombox from my grandma or some shit, sold it and lied about it, and then bought some shit on her credit card. And they fucking my dad and my uncle fucking kicked the door in, ran to the back, grabbed him by his ponytail, cut his ponytail off, and straight kidnapped him. Yeah. They threw him in the fucking trunk of the car and took him to Fairfax, and they set him up in the fucking chair. Chris told me this story. My dad never told me this story because my dad had a chipped tooth, like right in the front where I do, but he never got his fixed like I did. And I was like, where'd you get that? And he wouldn't tell me, and he wouldn't talk to my Uncle Chris for years. I found out years later it's because my dad and my uncle kidnapped him after Chris stole that shit, and then they took him to the house and fucking tied him to a chair, and then fucking he got loose and smashed the chair over my uncle's head and just started hopping fences back to AutoZone. The closest payphone was in AutoZone in Oakley. You know the AutoZone I'm talking about, Luke, because you used to work down there by the theater. It's that AutoZone. He gets there, gets to the payphone, hits his buddy John up, like, they're coming for me now, dude. I'm at AutoZone, but they don't give a fuck. Like, they're going to get me, so you got to come now. And fucking John and his boys hop in a van and take off and fucking come there. And then they show up like a movie in the nick of time, and they come out and fucking with pool sticks and beat the shit out of my dad and my uncle, and then get Chris in the car and take the fuck back off. It was just, and some shit like that was about to happen to me if I had told my dad that. I didn't know that story till years later, but thinking back, I was like, this is terrifying. My dad could have done some fucking horrific shit to teach me a lesson. But no, that wasn't the case. And then dude ended up admitting to it right there to the cops because he couldn't hold his story together. He was fucking 15. His story fell apart like that and shit like that. Like, it was over for him. He was in cuffs. He's crying and shit. So, yeah, he got his. Fuck that kid. But I know what it feels like to get robbed was the whole long, giant point of this fucking 20-minute story that I've just told.
Dude,
well, let me ask you this, Cody.
I had to applaud your dad and your uncle for...
for being psychopaths that kidnapped their brother?
Yeah, their brother that stole from their mother and robbed her and profited off of it. Yeah, shouts out. Shouts out.
Can we get this guy on the podcast and like squash the beef?
You don't steal from family.
My dad's dead. My Uncle Chris are dead. The only one
No.
left is
I'm
Scott.
talking about the kid that stole.
Fuck no, I'm not having James.
Let's have him on the show and let's squash the beef, Cody.
I live at
Cody,
the same
you
house.
You can't have a grudge your whole life.
He knows where I live. What are you talking about? He is a dope fiend.
You should just ask him if he wants to come on the show and say, "Hey, let's squash the beef."
Yeah, we'll do it at your house once we get the vaccine. We'll just let him
over
house.
Zoom.
No,
of course,
We'll have
Zoom.
him in your house. It'll be cool. It'll be sick. No, I don't want to talk to that fuck. Fuck that guy. I want to talk to the dude that robbed my house. Just like, Luke, would you want to talk to the dude that just stole your shit and inconvenienced the shit out of you?
Yeah, let's squash the beef, Luke. Yeah, I think you should do it. I think you should.
Yeah,
there is no beef. He's just a dick.
I would talk to him. I'd be like,
why don't you just leave the wallet?
what would be your last words to your loved ones before I murder you right now? Like, say it as if they were here. What would your last words be?
Like an orange-haired Clint Eastwood.
And then I would fucking gut his throat, and then I would
with your fucking like claymore.
Like, don't ever steal my empty wallet again, and just watch his life leave his ass.
Just cry as you stab him. Trying to not get hard. Oh god, it's unlocking things in me that I never thought. Oh gee, no, hold that back. Hold it down. Hold it. I always knew that I would like this.
If you open up that door,
lot.
Luke, you'll never close it.
Yeah, Ed Kemper style. Just starts fucking the whole of the neck. You know about the serial killer Ed Kemper? Like chopped his mom's head off after he murdered a bunch of college co-eds and just fucked her head. Yeah,
wow,
he was a real psycho.
Skull fucked her.
Yeah, no, neck fucked her, like reverse.
Like
stump
cut her,
fucked.
Stump
Stump
fucked.
fucked.
That's the word. Yeah,
Stump
perfect.
fucked.
Thank you, Luke.
Took her head off and
sure.
had sex with the esophagus part of the neck.
That's right. Yeah, with the decapitated head part. So not the body part. Yeah, so he could look at her like she's just there. Oh, Jesus, what a fucking psychopath. That shit
that's
never
really
used to
fucked up,
bother
man.
me until I can vividly imagine it. Now I'm just like, oh, those guys are fucking creeps. Like, what a bunch of psychopaths. Like,
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Serial
That's
killers?
like Jeffrey what the fuck's his name? The guy who was eating people.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
That's
There
it.
was a few guys eating people.
I thought
but
you were
he's the
about to
big
say
one.
Jeffrey Epstein.
I almost did, and I was like,
Hold
wait a minute, that's not it.
Yeah, he was eating babies.
That's not it.
That is it. Pat has secret inside Jeffrey Epstein knowledge. That's tune into Pat's Patio if you want to hear the rest of that story. You got a $5 and
You know what I read today? Speaking of Epstein, is how Maxwell got caught. Grisbane, I think that's her name. Grisbane Maxwell, who was like his accomplice in the whole thing.
yeah, Jolene. Yeah.
And she got caught and tracked down by her cell phone. And I was just
Nice.
thinking,
Rookie.
dude, you.
Rookie, she
I just am
evaded the
surprised
world
she wasn't using
for like
burner
years,
phones.
Luke.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dumbass criminal, man. But you deserve all the justice coming to you, bitch.
Yeah, she's going to get a Trump presidential pardon at fucking
I doubt it.
10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes to midnight.
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised.
Dude.
Totally. Oh my god, if he did that, can you imagine? It
10
just
minutes
would be
to midnight
so crazy.
on the
Actually,
day
you know what?
before.
Maybe it's totally possible.
Yeah.
It's totally possible.
10 minutes to midnight a day before the fucking before the inauguration. I bet Trump's whipping out all the presidential pardons right then and there.
So
Just
curious.
Fucking shit up.
if
He lets
he's got-
Harvey Weinstein out immediately and fucking
Harvey Weinstein.
he's out playing golf with him the next day.
Joe
Harvey
Exotic.
Weinstein's fucking like terminal bone cancers magically repaired itself.
I
In
was
one.
just
Yeah,
about to say that.
The walker's gone. His hair's black again. He's
Trump the
standing up all tall
Messiah
and
cured
shit.
me.
Gained all the weight back. Yeah.
God.
That was the most obvious case of somebody trying to play people of all time. When Harvey Weinstein gets in there and he's got the walker
it's
with
so
the tennis
pathetic.
balls on it. I'm like, with the tennis balls, homie, you're a fucking billionaire. What are you doing?
That was
Fuck
so
out of
fun.
here. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
He went from
It was-
he went
it was
from
comical.
eating steaks with entrapped women at like the fanciest restaurants. Like, I need an oxygen tank in my walker.
Yeah, Trump's
like
addicted. He's gonna make him
60
sweat
something.
for it. He's a real businessman asshole about it. He's gonna make him sweat. But I promise you, he's gonna let some. We need everybody. Let's look into that. Let's remember. I'm gonna write that down. And
Yeah,
we'll
let's
look
try
up
to remember that.
who he pardons right at the end, because I guarantee some of them are coming. They all do it. Like they all get
He
their friends out of jail. and
pardoned
shit.
those. Did you hear about? I think it was Blackwater or something. He pardoned like these soldiers that killed like 14 Iraqi civilians.
Of course he did. What a fucking
And
psychopath.
There was a video on it. I saw the video of these people just screaming and hollering as they're driving on these streets. Just these casual streets where people are just minding their own business, and there's like kids walking around, whatever, playing soccer, and they're just yelling at them and shooting at them. It's fucking crazy as they're driving on the back of this Humvee.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
fucking crazy. He pardoned those people.
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck,
mean, He's
man?
gonna do some fucked up shit right at the end.
Dude,
He's already
I,
strong arming Georgia.
What is?
He's
There's-
already
why-
blackmailing Georgia. It's like it's over, dude. What are you doing? You're trying to fucking
Yeah.
get caught for blackmail on the way out? Like you're done. Go fucking play golf and be a billionaire on let the Secret Service
Yeah.
jam their cameras up your asshole for the rest of your life. Like why are you trying to fuck yourself right at the end? you
I don't get
fucking
it at all.
psychopath?
That call will go down in history forever. Forever. That's like a
Psychopath.
water. It's worse than Watergate almost. And not trying to get all political and stuff, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like these next 2 weeks are gonna be really weird, man. It's either everything's gonna go by like normal, or it could be like some of the darkest times of like U.S. history in the past
Dude,
100
that
years.
call isn't gonna affect him at all.
Yeah, he's
No,
the Teflon
I'm-
Don. He's the John Gotti of fucking politics.
see,
Nothing sticks to this
he's
dude.
done all of the illegal shit in the world, and it's just shrugged off.
Yeah.
It's just people just ignore it. Like no one pursues it.
At a
It's just
certain
like, yeah,
point, they can't even get him fired. They couldn't get him out. They had an impeachment set up, and they just couldn't fucking do it. Like they're like, nope, we're not going to allow that trial.
We're not going to listen to a witness
because
We're not
we
gonna listen
own
to witnesses.
Congress is all fucking the Democrats, and the fucking Senate's all the Republicans. So they're just like cancel each other out, and then everybody gets excited. And I'm like,
crazy.
no, it's going to go to the Republican-owned fucking Senate,
Dude,
and they're going to say,
you know
suck a
what?
dick.
Wake
We
me up
should
in 2
just-
weeks, please.
let's just get them all in one building, and then let's just
Easy.
bomb it.
Hold on.
And then
Shut the
let's just
fuck up,
bomb it.
Luke.
Let's
no.
Then
I don't. Luke's crazy fucking extremist views do not bear anything
Yeah,
on the bastard sermon. And
Antifa
these are
over here.
shared
just
only
the
by Luke's
power
views.
goes back to the state.
Oh my god, Luke. There's a
We
couple
should take
things we
all
can't
of them
say.
and
There's a
push
couple
them.
things we can't say, and that might be one of them. Oh, Luke's
Yeah,
trying to get
maybe
the
we
FBI
get off this
sent to everybody's
subject.
house. The fuck
Let's
are you doing,
let's
Luke?
go into some a little more lighthearted, like this firework video. Can we go on that?
Well, actually, no. I wanted to get a little bit darker. So like on another side of like casualties, like civilian casualties of war, I had found this like crazy YouTube channel. On it, yeah, and it kind of explores this topic that I brought up a long time ago, like in the first 10 episodes, maybe, where I was like, VR chat and VR gaming and how it grows could be like this super crazy and cool way for people who are like really sick or not mobile to experience the world or other like insane things,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
And this YouTube channel, he interviews like unique ass people that he meets in these VR chat rooms, and he talked to this war veteran who explained his PTSD event and what caused it, and he was talking about how his life was shit. He was just about to get booted out of his apartment, and his uncle pulled him aside at a family get-together and said, "Hey, what are you doing? Your life's falling apart. My life is falling apart, but look at your dad and mom. They're both in the military, and they're successful. Maybe you should do the military." So he joined the military. And, like, when you join the military, you have to – and you take the ASVAB, apparently you have to pick, like, 5 positions that you want, that you would like. And his mom told him, you only need 4. And so he only wrote down 4. But when his recruiter came back, he said, "Hey, you have to pick a 5th one." And so he just looked on the list real quick and was like, "How about aerial gunner?" And they're like, "It's like Call of Duty, like when you're in the shit flying around shooting people." And he was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'll put that down as the 5th one." And that was immediately the position he got, because apparently that's a often emptied position and sought after. Like people, like the higher ups are looking to fill that position all the time.
Is it because no one wants to do it, or everyone that does it dies?
And no one wants to do it. A lot of people who do it die for various reasons. He explained that they had some medical professionals come on after a few of their missions and explain that the air they were breathing was basically 70% lead, and they were
What do you mean it was
they were
70%
shocked.
lead?
They
You'd
were
be able
like,
to see the lead in the eye.
they were like, you should have been on an oxygen tank the moment you stepped into this
Yeah,
airplane.
you're fucked.
Yeah, and like people were like losing vision. People were being like removed entirely for constant headaches. But he had a mission where he was watching this. It was right towards the end of the Afghanistan tours, apparently. And you basically it changed that at some point the rules of engagement changed, and they couldn't do any damage to like buildings unless they got the AOK from the 5-star general that was running that shit, war basically. And what he was witnessing was his men pinned down, being shot at by these insurgents that were in this tall building. And they were watching the cover that they were hiding behind basically get blown away as the fire continued to rain on them. And they were on the same comm link, and he could hear them screaming over command like, we need cover now. We're gonna die, damn it. We're gonna die. And he was like, I'm like, I yelled like that, but I wasn't doing it justice to it. Like, to put the crack in his voice and the sound, it was just brutal. Is
What's the
what the
channel
guy had
called?
said.
Damn, man.
And yeah, and he's sitting there at the gunner seat, like able to do something, and he's explaining that he now understands the difference between anger and wrath. Like, he has the power to stop these motherfuckers who are gonna kill like his friends and his men, but he can't. And the higher ups are telling him no, like they're gonna die until we figure out this decision and discuss it. Like, whatever happens, happens. So he's getting mad as fuck. Eventually, he gets the AOK and he starts to shoot down fire. Or no, they didn't get the AOK. Him and his company decided to do it out of self-defense, which is what you can claim, out of protection, obviously. And so they shot at the building, and they killed the insurgents. But he also found out that he killed 2 civilians.
Jesus.
And
Sheesh.
And he like went back to base and he was like, I don't feel anything. Is that weird? Like, I should feel something. And
That's
like,
what they all feel right away usually.
That guilt like haunted him for months and years, and he was suicidal. His friends was throwing it in his face.
His friends threw it in his face?
Yeah, like he had his best friend and he told that whole story to him and told him about like what he was getting addicted to after and everything. And then they like got in an argument and his friend was like, yeah, well, you killed a fucking kid. And like,
Yikes.
yeah.
Shit.
Who the what kind of friend, quote unquote, friend is that?
Well, he said afterwards that they've made up since then, but I was like,
No.
fuck.
I wouldn't.
Just for a
The
friend.
fuck, man.
God damn, man. Yeah, but that YouTube channel I found is it's filled with brutal shit like that.
That's wild. What the fuck, man? How'd you even stumble across this?
I have no idea, man. I have no idea.
I see nothing new on YouTube anymore. Like, I have to go
Yeah,
out of my
YouTube's
way
lame usually.
to search shit. They don't show me new shit. They only show me food stuff. It's it. And I want to watch other stuff, but it's so easy to just go to what they already have ready for you. I'm like, I don't know what to fucking search on YouTube. I'm watching on my TV while my kid's screaming and wants food and is fucking jamming his action figures into the expensive TV. So I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I never get anything new from YouTube. What's this channel called, Luke? Did you find it?
It's called Sear More, I guess. It's SYRMOR. It's got a bunch of videos that he has like discussions with super interesting people. Who
Yeah.
have
Hell yeah.
either had like
Can you get him on the show, maybe?
Let's talk
I
to
don't
this
know.
dude.
Yeah,
Send an
email.
email.
I can try to reach out.
Find
sure.
his email. Send him an email. I'll talk to this guy. That sounds crazy.
let's-
if he wants
figure
to.
it out.
Well, he's got a YouTube
Yeah,
channel. Of
It's
course he
like
wants to.
he sits there in a Winnie the Pooh costume in the VR chat most of the time, and they sit by like a campfire setting or like some super serene, but they're talking like dark ass shit. It's really weird.
That's interesting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk to that dude.
Yeah.
Can we watch this
email.
fireworks shit?
Please, let's watch it. So Rachel sent me a video recently today, and it was this guy who's playing with fireworks, and they always say, don't put fucking fireworks in your fucking hands because fucking bad things happen. This is what happens, basically.
That's what I was saying, and I got made fun of.
If I can find it. There it is.
So this guy, the kids are in a parking lot, and I don't know if you know what a mortar is, but they get shot out of a tube usually, and they explode, and they're big ass fireworks, and they blow up underwater and shit.
Yeah, they're the
basically
big
little
ones
bombs.
that I was talking about in my stories last week.
Yeah, they're fucking
week before.
bombs basically, and one explodes in this kid's hand.
Where are they at in this video? They're holding a Mexican
cares?
flag. Is it Mexico or where are they at?
Somewhere on Earth. They're
All
on
right,
Earth.
fair enough. Who gives a fuck? I'm just wondering, where do you... Ooh. Why would they do that?
Keep playing.
What the
Why would they
fuck?
light a mortar in their hands? I don't know, dude. Why would anyone ever do that?
Whoa. Ah! Oh! Oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah, his. You know what he was probably thinking as his hands blew up like that and his fingers just fucking fell everywhere? I bet the first thing he's thought of is that scene in Tropic Thunder where Ben Stiller had his hands blown off. And he's like, man, I look so stupid right now.
It is his fault.
No, he was probably in complete and utter shock and trying to figure out why his hands look like beat up meat. you know, like raw meat.
I always thought that this fucking scene in Tropic Thunder looked corny, like fake as fuck, but nope, they got it pretty much exactly how I just saw a man's
It's exactly
hands
what
get
it looks
blown up.
like.
Oh,
Looks like
that
his hand.
makes
It looks like a cannon that was clogged and it exploded.
so much
a
anxiety. I gotta
cartoon.
stand up now. I can't just watch people's fucking hands get blown apart like that and not just
Dude,
immediately.
I mean, it's.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
hate
picturing
that.
like the thought process of like coming to terms with your life is over. Like if you're getting launched, put in the ambulance or wherever you're getting in to get to the hospital, and you just come to terms like, what the fuck, man? Your hands are gone. I'd rather lose my feet than my hands.
I couldn't tell in the original at all, like that what had happened, because the first video that you shared in the group was like just it was like a 20-second mashup of that clip, and they only show it for a second. I was like, it looks like his hands are fine. His hands are definitely not fine. So this kid's holding a mortar, and it looks like it stops for a second. The people at the camera is super close. They don't show you what happened to the other guy, and the other guy in the beanie's lighting it. Fucking thing blows up, and then it looks like their hand went through a goddamn meat grinder. Look up the Tropic Thunder where
It's
fucking
mangled.
Ben
It's
Stiller's
some Final
hands are fucked
Destination
up.
shit.
And that's
some Final
exactly what it
Destination.
looks like. Oh,
Can't feel my hands.
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
Just cry.
That
You're not crying.
But Pat, you're right. That ruins everything. There's no more jerking off. You ain't fucking.
Yeah.
You
I don't think surgery can put that together. I
No, you're done.
literally can't picture it.
It's
at
over,
all.
homie. Your fucking hands are done. Fuck that shit.
I'd rather have those badass new amputee
But, like,
legs. You know.
But like, if you're gonna lose a limb, now's the time to do it. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
getting a lot better, yeah.
this
out there.
day and age, the prosthetics they have are cool as shit and super advanced.
Yeah,
You're not
like, you don't
just
even
gonna,
skip a
like
beat.
hang around. Like, you remember those appendages you would see like when you were a little kid that would make you like cringe. I don't know, because like seeing
Where they're just
somebody
hard and
with an
doll-like.
appendage, you're like, what? Like, that's different. It makes my body feel weird when I see that. So like,
That's how I just felt.
Exactly. But it's like that weird claw, that weird pressure thing. That it's not that shit no more, man. They got fingers and stuff and thumbs with these new appendages.
And then you got to tell that
Yeah.
stupid fucking story every single time that somebody asks you
What
what
happened to you?
Like, I don't want to talk about it. It was a fireworks
Well,
accident.
I was with my friends in a parking lot, and I lit an industrial firework in my hands because I thought it was a good idea.
He's a kid, though. I mean, that's the stupid ass shit that some kids do, but you learn real fast.
Putting a firework in your hand is pretty fucking dumb, man.
They should show all kids that video, though. Like, hey, you
Yeah,
wanna fuck around,
here's
blow
your
stuff
firework
up? Here's what
safety
happens,
video.
dumbass.
But you say that, but like all the terrible things they forced us to watch, and like their morning sit downs at Coleraine with drunk driving and drug addiction and stuff. It was like, I'm going fucking to Joe's and doing drugs harder.
I never watched those, Luke.
None of that shit
we had
did
different
turn
classes.
me.
We had different
Oh yeah,
classes.
I forgot. You went to a school for gifted people, and I had
No.
to stay at the dum.
No, I didn't go to a school for gifted people.
for special people.
It sounds like I rode the short bus to a little room with people
No,
with heads
no,
of similar
the
size
school,
to me.
The school that with people that have skills.
Yeah, but some of the kids didn't. You know, some of them were just like, "Fuck yeah, play guitar." Like they'd never picked a guitar up a day in their life. They just wanted to. It wasn't like there was an application process. It wasn't like a performing arts school. You know what I mean? Ari, when you leave, close that door, okay? All right, love you. All right, but what was I talking about? Sorry, every time that door opens, my brain just forgets.
You were talking about
everything.
how you would masturbate if you blew your hands off.
Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't. I would have to get somebody else to do it forever.
Would you
Use your
learn
little
how
hook
to
finger?
suck your own dick?
Have the doctor just have one, like, Doc, can you just get one on there? Like, one? Yeah, can you just hook it so you can wrap it all the way around? I don't care if I don't have any
Get
feeling
like
in
a
it.
Captain Hook fleshlight kind of situation.
Wait, what if you could screw on little fleshlights
Captain
and just
Flesh
fuck your
Hands?
stump hands?
Edward Fleshlight hands.
So gross.
And no, dude, I went to Coleraine, too.
Wouldn't that be kind of like vor if you had someone put their hand inside of your like hand pussy like
I'm not
thing?
saying you
Like,
fuck
is-
into your
I don't know,
skin
man. That's
stump.
something else.
I'm saying you have
Not
a fleshlight
vor.
attached to your hand, silly boy.
Nah, that's still vor. That's still
Vor
technically
swallowing.
vor, man.
That's got to be
But
like
it's
some
still
sort of
entering the
sounding.
body, right? Oh, you're right. That might be sound.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sounding.
Wrist penetration. It'd be a whole new thing.
I'm not saying you actually penetrate your wrist, but that's an idea. You just put a little sandwich baggie in there. All your fucking weird flesh is all grown up over it. get a little hot
Doctor,
canola
can you
oil.
drill a hole
Yeah.
in the middle of my arm and
Doc, I'm looking to fuck my stump arm. Is there? You think you can help
Doc,
me
I
out?
can't jerk it anymore. You gotta help me. You gotta do something. My parents no parents won't know if they paid the bill. Just put a hole there.
Yeah, dude. Well, I hope that kid the best, but he seems like he's fucked.
Another kid in that video went
forever.
blind.
Really? I believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's what happens when you light
You
a
said
mortar.
the other kid went blind.
Yeah, this kid lost his fucking hands, and the other kid who was doing it, like, he got
I'd rather have
and he went blind.
I'd rather have robo hands than not be able to see the world anymore.
That was pure
Yeah.
darkness, watching those kids just ruin their lives forever. No hands
Yeah.
and no eyes. That's
It's
what
now
all
you
their
have-
friends call them, and they just make fun of them every day
Does
at school.
Does that concern you at all, Cody? Knowing that you have kids, thinking like, "Oh, I hope they don't ever do this shit."
Of fucking course it does. Yeah.
No, like what I want to ask is all of the drugs you've done, all of the hallucinogenics you've done, all of the weird experiences you've had with strangers.
Yeah.
Now you have to like know that, or at least imagine that your kids might be doing that at some point.
True.
Definitely for sure doing that. I can't see. We
You
all
get
did it.
anxieties?
No. It's part of life.
Like, do you ever watch movies and see like a kid die, and you're like, "Fuck, that's someone's kid, man."
Yeah, it bothers me.
Yeah,
It bothered
that's
me before I had kids, though. I never liked stuff where kids were getting fucked up like that. I don't know. It always made me real sad.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to talk about sad kid deaths? Jesus Christ.
I'm
What-
just
I was like, oh, I
curious.
got a
You're a
fun
parent here.
podcast.
I'm not a
Well,
parent. I want to know what you think about stuff.
I'm just
Can
gonna
I
get sad on the
psychoanalyze you a
podcast. I
little
can't
bit?
make it funny. It's like I know I've heard other people make it funny and it's hilarious, but I just like
You just
for
get
me,
you sad.
It makes me sad. I don't know.
It makes you it makes you a sad Cody.
No one wants to
makes
think
you a
about
sody.
dead kids, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh fuck! Oh, Mansfield made a good. This is what I was gonna say on that fireworks post. He made a good thing. He was like, I don't get grown men that like fucking fireworks in the first place. Like, but
Yeah,
I kind
I
of
saw
like
that
them
too.
because I'm an idiot and I like watching shit explode. But
My dad loves them. If you heard the episode a week or two ago or the Patreon, I told it on there. He loves them. Loves them so much he'll put anyone in
I
danger.
love blowing shit up, man.
Does not. He does not care.
Oh fuck!
But I kind of agree with him. Like, I mean, I love blowing shit up and I love lighting fireworks. That shit's fun. And if I'm doing it with friends, yeah, it's a ton of fun. But if I'm like going to like WEBM fireworks, I don't give a single fuck about that. And I don't
Dude,
know why anybody even goes out there. Like,
I
I
don't
totally
know
agree
about-
with him. I don't fucking care at the same time. Stupid colors in the sky. Ooh.
I don't know about y'all, but I only ever went to WEBN if the fireworks show if I was about to just like go meet a girl. Like
I was about to say,
was
if you were
it.
trying to get some.
I've never went
Yeah.
ever.
What do you mean, like, hey, I'll meet you at WEBM fireworks. It'll be our first time meeting, and maybe we can find somewhere and make out. Mm.
well,
You know what is dope?
Not like not that cringy and weird and upfront.
I mean, I don't know, Luke. It's just a guess.
That's how Pat did
We
it. That's
go,
how
huh?
Pat set it up every time.
Pat would just sad boy every girl into sleeping
Sad
with him.
boy.
Like God, his game is pathetic, but he's so hot. I have
If he
to
could just
give
send
it up.
one dick pic, that's all he needs. Just one dick pic. He's sealed the deal. One consensual dick pic, it's over. Yep, I'm in.
Wow. Well, thanks, guys. I guess.
Yeah, it didn't matter. It didn't matter if Pat was cringy. That's not why she was there.
Yeah. No. Anyways, though, you went there only if you were meeting a girl, though.
Yeah.
Pat,
yeah.
did you?
Or like because my best friend has had his girlfriend since like 15, so it always like if it wasn't just me and one other person, it was a group duo thing.
No, that makes sense.
The ones by the river were tight when I used to work at GameWorks. Like go out
Yeah.
there to the fucking because they would work the bar because there's that old Irish pub place. I forget the name of it, but it's on the side that you watch the fireworks from. And it would it was closed, but they kept it in the mall, so we would fucking put all of our shit out
can
there
watch
and
them
sell
from both
beer
sides.
and drinks. No, but I'm saying I got primo spots from the VIP section and free drinks. Tom, my old manager, would bring me back there. Just give me, he was like, whatever you want. Go ahead. Liquor. I don't give a fuck. He was like, just help yourself. I knew everybody back there, and then you just sit there and watch the fireworks after a horrible shift at work because the fireworks were our busiest night on the levee. So we would just get fucking crushed, but then it ended with you get to go watch the fireworks at the end. So
Yeah.
that was a great fireworks experience. I recommend that if you're in my situation. Don't go pay to watch it and shit like that, but if you're in my boat, like, that's a fucking good fireworks experience. Other than that, I don't give that much of a fuck. Like, they look cool, but I don't
think the coolest firework experience I ever had, my dad, he used to work for U.S. Bank way back in the day, and he won this like big award, and he was kind of high up in the company. So he took me over to like this special event they had at U.S. Bank Arena with like rock walls and shit in there, and like all this other, like, it was like a fair inside the place. And then they go outside of the main area right where the stairs are, you know what I'm talking about, really close to that bridge, and you could watch the fireworks from there. But this particular year, they had a Harrier jet, like a military fighter jet, the ones that could hover and shit. And it was like looking at us from right above us. And it was like so fucking surreal to have this jet hover in front of you. It was like looking at a spaceship, and then it would fly off past the bridge and go through the sky so fucking fast. You're just like, how does someone's mind even stay straight as they're flying this fast, man? It was one of the cool, that was really fucking cool. But the fireworks were just okay. We were close enough though, where like the remnants of the shells and stuff would land on us, which was pretty
Jesus fucking Christ. You'd have
the jet was fucking crazy. Hovering jet, dude. Crazy as shit. They're so fucking fast. It's crazy.
See, those are like one of a kind experiences or
True.
shit like that. That's when it's cool. But like any other time, you're just fucking EV.
I don't give a
fireworks.
shit.
Who gives a fuck? That shit.
There's nothing to do, and I'll go.
Wait, is the EV and fireworks the ones that they do down at the river? Is that what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I've been to the EV and fireworks, but only
For sure,
because
yeah.
it was my job. Yeah. No, 100% I have. Yeah, I didn't.
Everyone
realize.
has been there.
I'm a fucking idiot. Wow, I'm so dumb.
Yeah. I don't
But,
think they have any other ones over there.
Yeah.
You were probably talking about like seeing the Reds shoot a home run or something, and some shitty ass firework. You're like, yeah, this is the best fireworks I've ever seen, and some shitty ass fucking home run firework.
Nah, dude.
One
the
pop
one,
in the sky.
the one that they light up directly above the river, right by
I
the
know what you're
fucking
talking-
bridge and
yeah.
all that. What is that? The Brent Spence Bridge or some shit? I don't know.
Dude, they
what
would have like barges and shit that would shoot the fireworks off. Actually, the guy I've actually been trying to get the guy who his name is Nudge, and he sets up, as far as I'm aware, he sets up all the WEBM fireworks completely by himself. I met him at Kiss 107 FM, and he's super cool. I bet I could get him to come on the show sometime. I bet that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Does he like Snickers?
He's talked to I've talked to him about it before, and he said he'd be down. I just got to figure out a date, I guess. So he like almost lives in his office, man. It's really interesting. Everybody at the radio station, they all have beds in their rooms, in their offices, and they sleep there 3 nights a week or some shit. It's fucking crazy.
Wait, why?
I don't know. I don't know.
They're.
I don't know.
homeless.
I don't know
You're describing
why they
homeless
do
people.
it. Maybe they are. They probably don't make any money with radio anymore.
down by the river.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody probably knows that anymore. Do you think anybody knows that's Chris Farley anymore? I wonder how fucking.
God, if you
Yeah,
don't
totally.
fucking kill yourself.
Yeah, that's what you should do if you don't understand any of Luke's references.
You don't know Chris Farley, you should fucking kill
Go to
yourself.
Bass
Yeah,
Pro
just
Shop,
do
buy a
it.
gun. Don't even wait to get
Just
home.
do
Right
it.
in the parking lot. You know what? Even better, load that bitch up as you're walking out the mall.
And
right
if
there.
you want, you can put my name down as the inspiration.
Yeah. Get somebody.
Luke Young
In your
with his last
suicide
words.
note. Yeah.
We got some
Luke-
questions for you,
Luke
Luke.
made me
Huh.
do it.
Yeah.
That's that way I can like personally name you first and last when I get on stage to talk about complete pussies.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Luke, would you be mad if I posted your phone number on the internet, like on the Bastard Channel?
Yes. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Put your
Speaking
dress-
of, did you watch?
Here's Luke's car. Here's where Luke lives, and here's his car. Go rummage. He leaves it unlocked. He told everyone.
Did
Just go
you
rummaging
watch?
through it? He's got $900 worth of tools he refuses to get out of it. I'm sorry, Luke. go
Watch
ahead.
what?
Did you watch the New Year's Eve 2 Bears 1 Cave live event?
No, but I watched the clip where they show
Dude.
his fucking arm get wrecked. I was
I
thinking about
watched
renting
that-
it. How much is it?
Can we pull that up real quick?
$10 for a ticket. For sure we could.
Nah, I ain't got $10 for that.
for
I'll
New
watch
Year's
the bootleg for
Eve-
free.
For
Hey.
New Year's Eve, my girlfriend and I got a hotel, and when we got to the hotel for the night, we watched that live on her laptop, and I thought we had missed it, but we were actually right on time. But long story short, Bert got disgustingly drunk, like drunker than any other live show before.
Doesn't he get wasted at those live shows?
Shit faced, dude.
Was he fucking his words up and shit?
Oh yeah.
Did he ruin it?
Yeah. Dude, no, he made it better. But yeah, that injury for the 2 bears, 1 cave.
It's rough. Oh, it's rough.
Oh,
it's bad.
It's so bad. You haven't seen it? Hold on, let me get it.
No,
for
I was
you.
gonna ask you to pull it up.
I'm gonna.
I was getting mad because Bert throughout the entire event was like, "Let's bring that back up." Like he just kept wanting to watch it again and again, just because he's like, "Watch me turn it back around for you."
Oh my god.
Yeah, I really wanted to see that video.
Hold on, I'm about to.
Dude.
You understand? Oh, dude, there's a double warning on this video. There isn't one warning.
A
There's
double warning.
I watch everything
Double
from
warnings.
YMH Studios as it comes out every day of every week.
because you're better
So
than me.
like
I
the
get it.
moment this like incident was announced on one of their episodes and on Instagram, like I was like, I have to get the ticket now. I have to get the ticket because when they talked about it, they're like, "We're
Is it
gonna
a
be
month ticket?
on the New Year's Eve." What?
Is it a month-long ticket? Like you get all the live shows for a month, or is it just one ticket per show?
You get the ticket for the show, and you can watch it whenever you want, as many times for a week.
I saw that they're doing a rental option. I'll do the rental, but like $10 is like the most that I'd spend on somebody's Patreon. That's like all their shit for a month. I'm not gonna give it to them for one podcast that I'm never gonna rewatch. But they got the clip, so here's the clip. Let's just watch it. It's like
Check
2
it.
minutes.
I want to see it.
To dig deep on this one. He goes, "You're gonna have to reach for that inner Larry Johnson," and I felt an adrenaline rush.
Dude,
I should have
I'm not
almost like
watching
calmed
this.
down before I tried. I've heard lifters talk about it too. You know, if they go like, you get too hyped for a big lift, they're like, you can get too hyped up. So I remember being hyped up. And I was like, I'm just gonna jump and see what happens.
Pat, by the way, just so that we're not just like listening to Tom Segura talk, this is it's not as much of an ouchie boy moment as the fireworks. I'll give it that it's not that, but it is rough. It's real rough. All right, let's go.
I saw the picture of him on the side where his arm's dangling over. It looks pretty rough.
But watch it happen though.
There's a
Ooh.
hold on. You're talking about how the picture looks good and perfect, like compared to the Family Guy like pose. They are now on the website selling a T-shirt that's identical to the Air Jordan logo, but it says Segura. And it's his body with like a snapped arm backwards and his leg like facing the other way in the dunk position. It's perfect.
Of course they are. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's the smartest idea. Oh my god. All right.
Shit, that's a great idea.
All right. I paused it at the perfect moment. All right. So
You pause it as he's in midair.
Yeah, I'm
What'd he
sorry.
slip on? What's he slipping on?
Let's watch this thing.
His
Let's just watch
tendon-
it full speed, and then I'm gonna go back and slow mo it.
Ripped right there.
So he's got a double injury.
It
Oh
tore.
yeah, on the left side.
Oh,
of his
I didn't know
body.
that.
Watch. Hold on. We'll watch it full speed, and then we'll go back and we'll do the replay a couple times. And it's down. All right, wait for it.
Man, oh my god.
Oh, they slow it. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh, it's backwards.
His arm.
It is done, man. Oh,
Ouchie!
God.
Ouchie! Ouchie!
that's bad.
Dear
I've,
Lord!
I've suffered enough injuries and have been next to enough, been next to friends who have suffered enough injuries to like know that kind of like where the whole pitch of the voice changes and it's just breathing control. Like it's just survival mode.
I've
like,
been there.
This is a real pain. Like I understand the situation. No laughs are allowed right now. We need to make
Yeah,
sure
this
you're
is
okay.
serious instantly. I've
Oh.
never broken a bone. This makes me
Slides.
cringe.
Right on.
I've gotten a hairline
Okay.
fracture.
So there, he's broke his.
Oh, you can see his fucking
He's
elbow
broke his
dangling
humerus.
out, bro.
He's broke his humerus here. So what that actually is, he didn't break the wrist part of his arm, right? He broke the bicep part of his arm. I broke the same bone, but not as bad as he did. And it snapped all the way in half. Imagine right where your bicep's at, listeners. Cut that right in two, and that's underneath there is where his bone broke in half and then slid all the way over. So they opened this man's arm up and put it back together and put a plate in there and screw the plate to the bone so that the bone heals as one solid piece of bone, and then stitch it back up. He's got this fucking, his whole bicep, just this whole ass fucking scar where he had surgery. Just watch this. They do it multiple angles too. This shit's crazy. I heard him talking about it. Like, it's rare that you get video of you hurting yourself in a way like that. It's even rarer.
Why did you do that,
No!
Tom? Why did you put your arm down like that,
So
bro?
look, hold on, wait. I want to point something out because it looks like to me it looks like one arm's broke, but he lands. Look where he lands exactly. It's on the middle of his arm. His arm just snaps right there. His arm's bent in two places. It's bent
Yeah, it
behind
looks
him.
like he broke
And it's also, oh wait, I should do it with the mouse. It's also
past both sides
right
of the
here.
elbow.
You see right here? That's not his shoulder. His shoulder's right here. This is a little extra shoulder, a little extra elbow right in the middle of his bicep. That's fucked. Oh my
Dude,
God, that's so
that-
fucked up.
I hope I never, ever, ever break a bone.
Oh my
Please, I
God.
hope never. I drink milk. Dude, the smack on the fucking ground.
Also, look, Bert does the dumbest thing you could do.
Landing.
He
This.
touches it.
What? He doesn't just touch it.
No. So listen.
I heard Dr. Drew talk about it today. I know what you're going to say.
Yeah.
I heard
Dr.
that he
Drew's
could have
such an
possibly helped
expert.
him. I heard that he could have possibly helped him. So you're never supposed to move somebody, right, whenever something like this happens. But he was like, yeah, you could see Bert move his arm and pull it out, like straighten it back out when it's laying there, just so that everybody in the room didn't throw
It's
up.
backwards.
Yeah.
And then he makes it not backwards.
Ugh!
Yeah. Hold on. Do they not have it in the video anymore?
You know, I knew something was wrong
They must have taken it out of the video.
immediately.
Bert resetting his arm.
But let's get our max on.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't show it in this, but yeah, Bert fucking moves it, and then say what you were gonna say, Luke, about Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew says that he could have potentially did some like nerve damage to his arm in that area.
But he could have
But,
restored the blood flow also.
Yeah, but yeah, overall he helped.
Right. Just because Bert's over there, like, when his best friend's got a horrific injury, the only thing Bert can think about is himself. Oh, did I hurt him? Oh, this is somehow about me. Oh, I just, like, I don't know. Bert, you big
That's
big
everything
fat
is
selfish
about
fuck.
him.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
he
don't know.
keeps making
agree.
fun of him. He was on where my mom's at, and he was making fun of his brittle bones again.
Oh God, I don't know. That's a rough one. That is a rough fucking
Dude,
injury, buddy.
that was a really rough one, and to see it happen to Tom makes it worse
Dude.
because it looked like he really.
They got into it like at the top of the show. Like they did like a 10-minute introduction, and Bert was like, "We need to get to this video like right away."
For
Like, I
sure,
can't-
that's what
like, I-
everyone's
like
waiting
I
for.
have to talk about it. Yeah,
That's what everyone's waiting. It's gonna be a whole podcast too, right? They do the whole podcast about it, right? I can't
Yeah,
imagine it
and
going any other way.
Bert repeatedly made Nadav bring that video back up to play, and every time I just had to get up, walk away, and start like drinking my drink.
You got to just
Like,
walk that one
oh,
off. Like, oh Jesus Christ,
Yep.
Yikes. That was rough.
that's a
Yeah.
real rough one. Oh,
That
I
was
gotta take
worse than the hands being blown off. To
I
me,
don't, no, I don't think so.
to me it was.
Watching a kid fucking ruin his hands forever versus Tom Segura, who's already about to be fine. Like, it's gonna take
Yeah,
some
but
time.
like the fireworks is like first they're there and now they're not. You know, like it's an instant thing. You know,
Also,
like
it is
how
not
dumb
an
are
instant
you?
thing.
like they're gone. And
That's not-
But
it's
then
almost-
with Tom Segura, you witnessed everything.
With
Yeah, but
the
that was-
fucking kids with the mortar, it looks like it's almost not even an accident because how dumb it was to put themselves in that scenario with that kind of firepower in general. Whereas Tom, he just slipped and fucked up both his leg and his arm. I'm not saying that one damage trumps the other. I'm just saying like his was just rougher to watch for me
Dude,
rather than the hands because I felt like I don't know.
one of the first things Christina said because she was like the first one to talk about it on a podcast, she had said like this incident happened because my husband hasn't realized he's an obese 40-something-year-old man who's out of shape and shouldn't be doing things like this.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know. Bert was talking about it on that Dr. Drew episode of Two Bears that he did, where he was just like, it went from being like the best day ever to just like, my friend has just fucked up several months of his life. Like, it's just ruined months of his life, and possibly the rest of his life is affected by this injury, potentially, like in seconds, on when they're having fun making a basketball video. Yeah, when I found out that they were doing sports competitions, I was like, these old fat fucks, and one of them's an alcoholic. What are they gonna do?
Well,
like, why are you
They're
doing
gonna get hurt.
sports
because
competitions?
if you watch the first one, they did what they were talking about for months on the show, which was a tennis match. Well, a bunch of them, and they had a bunch of tennis matches aired on the first Two Bears One Cave live show. So they were like, the fans loved that. We got good footage. Let's make it like a thing we do for every live event. So they were like, basketball. We can both do basketball, and so. Yeah, there you go.
I understand why they did it.
2v1. Yeah.
I understand why, but like, I mean, you're just gonna fucking hurt yourself. Like Luis J. Gomez and this stupid boxing shit. I'm like, Luis J. Gomez is gonna get obliterated by fucking what's his face? Who the fuck is the guy that he's fighting?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I know he's fighting
Ellis?
someone.
Jason Ellis or whatever the fuck, the dude.
What really matters is that Jake Paul is going to be boxing Ben Askren.
Who the fuck is Ben Askren?
What?
Dude, I
don't know who that is either.
He's a real dog in the cage, sir.
You think this is a fucking sports podcast, Luke? I don't know dick about sports. Like, I know a little bit about the UFC, and I know that the Bengals suck because they're Cincinnati's
fighter.
team. That's all. That's my extent of sports knowledge. I don't
Ben
know dick
Askren's
about
an
it.
MMA fighter.
Okay, well, let's look him up.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
How
He's
big
got
is his
great
dick?
fights.
But he's gonna fight.
Big old piece on him?
It's weird that Logan
He's
and
the
Jake,
dude. He's the dude who is famously known for getting knocked out by Jorge Masvidal in 4 seconds with a double high knee.
I don't know
the
Jorge
noggin.
Masvidal either. No, I've never seen this dude. I've never seen him fight.
It's weird that both Logan
gonna
Paul
fight
and
this
Jake
dude, though?
Paul are trying to get in these fighting scenarios. It's just wild that the serious fighters that take their sport so seriously will allow shit like this to
Well, they're
happen. It makes sense for money, but it just seems like a fucking slap in the face to the sport almost.
that's what I've been saying. But Bobby and Mansfield were like, that's what people find interesting is the shit talking and personalities. But I had just seen earlier this week, the coach for Mike Tyson was saying that it's shameful that they would have these people fight real athletes, and that these real athletes are actually like taking them on. That it was a big disrespect to the sport.
Hold up, Logan Paul. Look, they have this side by side of Logan Paul and Ben Askren. Now, both of these dudes will kill me. They'll fucking beat the shit out of me. So don't mistake what I'm saying here as like they don't look tough, but it looks like Logan Paul is more shredded. He's got more bulk on his arms than fucking Ben Askren does. Ben Askren looks like, and I'm sure he can fight. I'm sure he's a badass. Like, I'm sure that he'll beat the fuck out of Logan Paul.
Yeah, he's a professional
I promise.
MMA.
He's at the highest level of this. But
he's
doesn't
not
he?
fighting Logan.
But he looks like a dude that just took his shirt off at a sports bar, right? And maybe put you in a headlock. Like, you don't know what this dude could do. He probably hit you pretty hard.
He
but
doesn't look
fucking,
shredded, that's for sure.
He doesn't look like a killer. Like, he doesn't look like a sleeper killer. Like, you know how John Jones will get out there and he looks like a video game character, like all shiny and just like fucking all these crazy muscles on him and shit like that. And you're like, now that dude will fuck me up. I gotta stay away from this dude. But I'm looking at Ben Askren. You see this dude at a fucking at a sports bar. You're in there eating chicken wings. You got.
You gonna pick a fight with him, Cody?
You got 3 fucking big old mugs of shitty draft beer and a shot of Jameson in you. Yeah, you might think you could take this dude if you got a pull stick. This dude will kill you. He's a sleeper. That's so scary.
He's
looking at this dude.
19-2, homie. He's 19-2.
I said, don't get me mistaken. He looks like a killer. I mean, he doesn't.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure he's a killer. He doesn't look like one though. Like just a regular dude. Just a dude at a construction site. Like you imagine this dude with a vest on and shit like that. He likes to drink fucking 9 Budweisers and scream at his wife like at the end of a hard day on the job.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
He's gonna be fighting Jake Paul, and Jake Paul, after finding out, even though he put the offer out to Ben Askren, after Ben Askren accepted and put out a video saying he's going to happily beat his ass on live television for everybody.
Oh shit.
Jake Paul then made a video like making fun of Conor McGregor, basically calling him a bitch, saying he's all about the whiskey game and he's too scared to fight. He made fun of
Conor McGregor. Hold on a second.
He made fun of everybody.
Khabib was talking shit, right? They were talking shit on the internet, and Conor McGregor was like, "Bitch, what'd you say about my homie?" And then he got on a fucking plane with his boys, like they were just at the pub drinking shots of JMO, and he hops on a private jet from fucking Ireland, right? He rides a rainbow over and then lands in a little pot of gold he's got set up in New York. He finds Khabib's bus and starts throwing chairs at it. Do you remember this video where Conor McGregor, that dude handles his business? Like, what the fuck are they talking about? He's too busy in the fucking whiskey game. This dude just recklessly attacked a tour bus with a trained Russian killer on the bus. Like, what? This dude does not give a fuck. Like, you're telling me that him and his boys, like, he ain't got the balls to, because they're just talking shit. They're just hyping shit up. But I promise you, that dude's about some real shit.
It's because Conor knows that it wouldn't be a good look for him to step into this ring with a child and then bloody his face up in round one and then walk the fuck out, you know?
It's some CM Punk shit again. Like,
yeah, exactly. It would be some
Brock
CM
Lesnar
Punk shit.
It's some Brock Lesnar shit. It's some who's the other guy? Who's Kimbo Slice? Like, they're all just gimmicks. None of them were really
do you like all shit talking, whether you like the way he goes about talking shit and amping up his fights, Conor McGregor? That dude is a dog. Like, he goes bloody in the ring if it lasts that long. He doesn't care.
He's a savage.
Like, he will fucking go that far with Jake, dude. He would.
Plus, Jake doesn't have that stamina. You know he doesn't.
No fucking way.
No fucking way. They don't.
No way.
MMA is just different. Like, I feel
he's
like
not surviving past round 3. Yeah, it's 5-minute 5 rounds in MMA.
It's a fucking different game. And now Logan's all beefed up, so that body's gonna gas. Like, you got that. Sorry, Jake. Whatever the fuck their names are, I don't give a fuck what their names are. But Jake Paul, he's gonna get gassed. That's why those MMA dudes don't have like real big bodies in that division, because they're fucking. Because what's he fighting? Middleweight? Featherweight, something like that. Like what has been at? They're not heavyweights. It's not a super heavyweight, right? But if you got big muscles like that and you're trying to get into he's trying to get into an MMA ring, or is he trying to do a boxing match, like a fucking
Logan does the boxing. I think.
Boxing.
So he's just
okay.
They're both boxing. Yeah,
they're both boxing.
Why do they
no
keep
MMA?
taking?
Because they're scared to get into the MMA ring
Makes
and get their
sense.
fucking.
They'll get slaughtered, dude.
Yeah. They'll get fucking. It would be. They would get ruined so fast. I
hope they do it.
Sense.
Yeah,
I hope they do it one day. Honestly,
Dude,
I
want
to see that
MMA
match.
fighters into a boxing ring and they take away 3/4 of their arsenal. You know, if they got into the MMA ring, it would be over.
Yeah, dude, and the rules are all different and shit like that. Oh man, it would be brutality, just complete brutality, and that's every once in a while. That's what I want to see. All right, just like put them in there. Let them talk enough shit. Like, all right.
Speaking of brutality, I wanted to bring this up. Dylan Danis, we were talking about him either on a Patreon or another episode when we were discussing this topic. Jake pulled up and like threw water balloons at him while he was doing an interview, and he's been posting like "I fucked your bitch" and shit like this, but he didn't. But Dylan Danis, if you don't know, is a good friend of Conor McGregor, and obviously is antagonizing him to get to Conor. And Dylan has been just said recently on another interview with Brendan Schaub that he really wants to like hurt him on site. He said like he doesn't understand the difference between like amping up a fight and talking shit. Like he's crossing the line. Like he's saying things like let's talk all this shit now, put on the gloves and get in the ring. It's like, nah, homie, like I'm gonna ruin you right
fuck
here.
You up in Walmart,
like,
boy. You better hope that we don't cross paths. That's
exactly.
what the Diaz brothers were on. Like, don't go talking shit to Nate and Nick. They're just stocked and slap your ass in the middle of the parking lot at Kroger's. Like, they're not gonna just listen to you talk shit. Fuck out of here with that.
Nate has been threatening the fuck out of Jake with shit like that. Like, you don't be disrespecting these fighters like that.
You're gonna get beat down.
Yeah, dude, I would love. Can you imagine? I don't pay that shit, boy. And then just stocked and slapped the shit out of Jake.
And then just Tim's on the dude's face. Jake Paul's just going to have Tim's on his face, just getting his fucking shit stopped. Yeah, he's going to be flexing in the parking lot for all the cameras and shit like that. Yeah, it's over. Don't. You're playing the wrong game, buddy. Like, I know you're hyping shit up, but I know you're doing a good job. You're getting lots of views on it, and you're making lots of money. But don't run into these dudes in these fucking circuits that you run in now. You're gonna run into them. Good, best of luck. They're gonna mayhem Miller your ass so quick. Mayhem Miller used to just start fucking huge fights and just get drunk as fuck at clubs and shit like that. He was the dude,
that dude
Bully
used
Beatdown.
to be so good, man. That dude used to be so good.
Didn't he go to jail for some crazy shit?
I don't know why he disappeared.
I don't know. I think he started losing or something happened. He's fucking
He got
crazy
in trouble
for
with
real.
something.
He got in a lot of trouble. He used to be on Rogan's podcast all the time. I loved listening to him talk. You know who else? I thought about this recently. Rogan had that other dude on. What was his name? The one that beat the fuck out of that porn star that he was dating. The one that almost killed Christy
What?
Mack.
Really? He had him on?
Yeah. He was talking about how
Recently?
he's not recently, before all that shit happened with Christy Mack.
Damn,
What's
what
his
the
name?
fuck,
Luke?
man?
War something? War Machine? Is that his name?
That's his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
War Machine was on talking about how he went to jail because he's got these psychiatric disorders and all this shit, and then like a couple months later, fucking tries to murder Christy Mack. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ! Like he was on Rogan's podcast talking about what a psychopath he was, and I was like, you're stepping into a world with dudes like that. Like those are the dudes that the UFC is like, yep, that guy. He'll be great for this for the television. And you're talking shit to those guys. Like this ain't the world of boxing, my friend. Like you're gonna get fucked up. All right. Well, Luke's
He
jerking off.
said, you need Jake Paul. You need your ass beat for free. You spoiled fuck. You can't really fight. You dumb shit. You're gonna end up with your ass beats for for real somewhere talking like that, and then put a like a fist emoji. That's
Oh.
code for on site, cuz I'm looking for you.
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%. Oh, did you ever listen to Randy
So
Couture talk about how he stays strapped at all times?
What do you
ever-
mean?
The fighter Randy Couture, legendary MMA fighter, the dude that like he's the bald dude with the cauliflower ears. His ears literally look
Yeah.
like pieces of cauliflower. It's fucking insane. But
He was the first card I ever saw in UFC, him versus Lesnar.
they were asking him like, yeah, like you afraid of anyone? Like, 'cause you're such a badass, and he's like, yeah, of course I am. That's why I stay with. He like opens his vest up. He's got 2 guns on him at all times.
He looks like the fucking
he's got, like-
Neo from the Matrix.
He lives in like Texas or some shit. No, for real. He just says like he's got just shotguns on him and fucking like stays strapped and like goes to the shooting range every day because he's super paranoid. I'm like, so you're an actual death machine. Like you're like John Wick real life version. Like fucking just strapped with guns, an arsenal on your truck in your home. You probably got booby tracks, tiger pits set up, and if they take all that away, you can still beat the fuck out of almost everyone, even though you're like 50. Like the dude is an actual fucking like the way that they make Chuck Norris jokes. Randy Couture is fucking the real life Chuck Norris. Like that is some real ass shit. And he's over there talking shit to people like that. What are you doing? What are you doing,
People are-
Jake? You're gonna
I
die,
don't know.
bitch.
They're gonna die. Yeah,
You're
they're
gonna
gonna
fucking die, dude. What are you doing?
They can't survive. People can't survive talking shit.
1,000% they
Can't-
can't. All right, I can feel
you
Pat
can't.
falling asleep because I honestly I have no more like that is the
Yeah,
extent
me either.
of my
me either.
knowledge. I pulled
Let's move
everything
on.
out that I could on fucking sports. Zelda. Let's talk about that. I'm fucking. I
Yeah.
was hyped when I
So
saw
they're,
that. My first.
Is it a remake or what's going on with it? So they were going to put Ocarina of Time on fucking Switch. That'd be awesome.
They're saying it's a remake too, not a remaster. So Luke, you said that there was remasters that they did before, where they just made the game look
Yeah, they-
better. It was still the
they've
base
done
game.
remasters for Ocarina of Time a bunch of times. They did it with
On
the
like every
Master's
system
Qu-
almost.
They did it with the Master's Quest on GameCube. I'm pretty sure they did it on the Wii again. They definitely had it on the 3DS. So I mean, if it comes to the Switch, that thing is gonna get close to as many remasters as GTA 5.
Oh yeah, dude, it's gonna be crazy. That's like one of the biggest games of all
Skyrim.
time.
Or Skyrim.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And if they like actually deliver on it too, and like add more shit or whatever, or make it a little bit larger, put some good graphics on it, people would buy that even if they were never gonna play it again. They'd be like, I'm gonna buy that. It looks awesome.
It's such a good game, man.
You guys lost me. Hold on.
That was the game that got me into it all, dude. That was
Yeah,
it.
I remember watching my cousin play that, and it just got me all into it. Hold on one sec. I might be losing you.
Yeah. Hold on. Ah,
Is
fuck.
Cody
Something's going on with the microphone audio.
Can you hear me?
Hold
yeah,
on.
I hear you, but I think
Hold on.
Cody's-
Everybody can hear me, but these fucks
Shitting
can't hear
on
me.
us
God
right
damn
now.
it. This is bullshit. Trying to fix it, boys. No one knows.
Oh, well, there he was.
No one knows. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you.
All right, sorry. Yeah, for whatever reason, I barely touch. There's something wrong with my USB things. I'll try to fix it later. All the listeners could hear me, but yeah, it just
We'll
fucked
just
up.
edit this out.
Do you guys have the screen shared up right now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, Zelda Ocarina of Time Switch HD remake rumored for 2021. I don't know how reliable this website is, but haven't fans been able to do like fake shit like if this was fake? People have done fake shit before where it actually turned into like enough traction got on it on the internet, on Twitter and Facebook and shit like that the company was like, I guess we should do a remake. Everybody seems to really want this shit. So
they should have done that forever ago. I mean, as soon as you had the Switch, you should be porting all of your games over. They make there's hundreds of games, it seems, that are released on Switch every single day. You know, they're a bunch of bullshit games, whatever, but you know, there's just so much you can do with this service that I just feel like it's a no-brainer. If they want to make money, they would have just knocked it out already, you know?
Well, no, my thing is with Nintendo and The Legend of Zelda is that with their consoles like changing and with the different types of like platforms and play styles that they bring to these Legend of Zeldas, why don't they start doing remasters like this, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Star Fox.
Treyarch and I guess Activision, they have been doing remakes of Call of Duties they made last year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they make remasters of games that came out 2 years ago. So, and it's the same fucking game. It just has better graphics. But like, if you were to do remasters of games that were put out like ages ago, you know what I'm saying? Like they did when they remastered Link to the Past on the Switch, or
Spyro,
like
or Crash.
That looked
exactly.
That looked incredible.
Yeah.
It played like a dream too. Like they should start like remastering and like with kind of like the Breath of the Wild or maybe a different type of play style, just like revamp old games that you put out with the same story.
Reimagine maybe the whole thing. And just like, I loved fucking Spyro back in the day, but let's say what if it was rated R?
I want
and it was a brutal, mature
I don't want
adventure.
that. I want a Spyro Part 4. I want them to continue the series.
That's coming.
They already had it and it sucked dick, so they need to...
No, there's a new Spyro that they're developing.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, within like the past 2 months they talked about it.
So
Google it
cool.
real quick.
That would be so cool. I'm so fucking hyped
Look
about
up
that.
Spyro 2021, 2022 or something, and I bet you'll find something
about
there.
New
Because they just
Spyro?
came out with Crash Bandicoot, the fourth one of that, you know?
Yeah.
Because of the success of the remaster. I assume that's why they did it, or they already were planning it. I don't know what the situation was with that.
It says, looking at Activision's release schedule, it appears that the new Spyro game could be arriving as soon as 2021. Insane Trilogy arrived 2017, then Reignited 2018, Nitro Fueled 2019, and It's About Time in 2020. What's It's About Time? Oh, that's the new fucking Crash game.
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that's fucking so cool that they're doing those, and everybody seemed to like it a lot. Like everybody really seemed to enjoy the new Crash. But did you play it? Did either of you two play it?
Yeah, I own it. It's the same shit you're used to with Crash Bandicoot, but they switch it up a little bit by doing like some 2D ones, or they're doing like side scroller shit, or they'll have a little bit more exploration here. You can have power ups and whatnot, different types of like levels that you're not used to, and like you get instead of like normal masks, there's like 4 other kinds of masks that do 4 different things.
Do they have CTR out yet? Are they doing that?
I don't know.
Crash Team Racing? I used to love that shit.
I think that was
did?
Remastered.
I think they probably said it in that thing. I probably read it out loud.
I think it's remastered.
Nitro Fueled, it says. No, I don't think they have CTR. They never remade CTR. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, they did. I'm sorry. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled is the full name of the thing. I should get that. I love those games as a kid. Sorry, what?
Speaking of like remasters and remakes, a game that disappeared off of the PlayStation 3 network was...
wait, can I guess?
Toomba!
No.
No, wait, I get a guess.
It comes out this month. What do you think?
Is it it's that horror game, right?
No.
Oh, it's okay, never mind.
No. It's Scott Pilgrim, actually, and it's a side-scrolling beat-em-up, kind of like the ones like an arcade game.
So lame.
But
I used to
I know you guys made it you were totally hyping it up to be something it's not, but no, it's a game that was like a fucking cult hit and it was awesome. but it
Yeah.
was deleted from the PlayStation Network for some reason, and now it's being remastered to come on all systems, I think.
That sounds
This
so
month.
whack. Scott Pilgrim though? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
I love
it
Scott
was
Pilgrim.
awesome.
Scott Pilgrim's the shit.
It was
Scott
The
Pilgrim
graphic
not
novels
the
are the
shit.
shit. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's for
Yeah,
sad.
it is.
Don't be a bitch.
It's for sad emo girls like you two. It's not.
It's totally got a weird. That it's a
What
cult
what
following,
about
man.
it is sad emo?
If you're a cool guy like me, you don't listen to fucking.
Well, actually, I take
Blood
it
on
all
the dance
back.
floor
It
while
is-
you cry
it
to
is
your
pretty
Scott Pilgrim
sad.
comics.
I won't say it's sad emo, but it's ultra sad because Scott Pilgrim is dating a high schooler. You know, so.
Yeah, there is some. It's not meant following a good guy. You know, it's not about the story.
He's
It's
a womanizer, a really
Totally.
shitty womanizer.
Didn't
He's
they
not
have-
a good guy.
Didn't they
But,
have that dork play him? I think that's why I don't like him. Didn't they have fucking
Michael
Michael
Cera?
Sarah.
the
Michael
dorkest
Cera?
of dorks played him?
Shut
That's why I
up.
don't like him.
Shut up! That
I still love
movie-
that movie.
Just because you're
That-
orange-haired Michael Cera doesn't make Michael Cera good, Luke.
Shut
all
up!
right?
That movie was good, and the
It was good.
commentary was even better. That movie was great.
That movie is fantastic.
I'll be
It's
honest, I
really.
can't
I wish
remember
it
it.
was made into a series like the books. The books are fucking amazing too and huge.
Yeah.
Every single Evil X is its own book, and if you get a chance, read that shit. You can probably get it on eBay for like $30. But
I'm gonna have
it
to
is
rewatch
great.
it, but I remember not giving a shit about it.
I
at
don't
all.
think you won't. I don't think
books
you'd
are
like it no
great
matter what.
because the books are great because it like illuminates on small things that are said in the movie. Like there's a conversation between Ramona and Scott, and she's like, "Haven't you had to deal with anything crazy with any of your older girlfriends?" And he's like, "I once had to punch this guy so hard he literally flew to the moon."
Punched
And
a hole
if
through
you-
the moon.
Yeah, and if you like read the books, he's talking about the drummer that's in his band. He used to they used to have a thing together, and he fought a guy for her on the top of their school building. Yeah, it was,
And the fights in the movie and in the comics are very exaggerated. Like they're
it's
like it's Dragon
cartoon,
Ball or something.
video
you know?
games. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird as fuck
it's-
out of nowhere.
It just has like it's a very sad emo kind of story, whatever. But the way that they do it really makes it shine, and it's very original. If it's every location that they show in the book is actually real places and stuff, which is pretty cool. I enjoy it. I love that shit.
Like Cody,
Can't wait for the game.
he fights boyfriend number 2, and boyfriend number 2 is played by Chris Evans. Who's
I
Captain
remember it.
America.
No, I remember it now. Is what I was gonna say. I remember all the bullshit in it now, and I hated it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah,
it was like
I don't
something
think
like
you'd like
You
it.
hated
somebody's
him
girl was
blowing
playing,
up,
and me and
then,
him
like,
just groaned
Scott
through the
having
movie
to
the whole
pick
time.
Up the coins.
No,
Yeah, I
Cody
remember
was
it.
too busy trying to watch a Christmas movie and cry about it because he got his Christmas spirit back.
You know how much better Klaus is than fucking Scott Pilgrim ever?
Totally,
even a little
bit.
not even
Not even a
close.
little bit.
God,
Okay.
Klaus
Okay.
is so low on my movie radar. It was not that good.
Does
I think
fucking-
Frozen is better than that. Shit.
You are literally retarded.
hate
I saw one of the
Frozen.
Frozens in
I
theaters.
thought it was better, though.
That
I
movie
thought it was
series
better.
sucks dick. You're retarded if you think.
Nah,
any-
They're both
I-
terrible.
They are both
you watch
terrible, but
Klaus yet,
I'm just
Luke?
saying which one's better than that.
Did you watch Klaus?
No,
Piece of shit.
Watch Klaus and
you
get
have
your
whole
opinion
weeks
on
to
it.
do this, and you just
I
won't
hate
watch it.
Christmas movies.
It's
If you hate
dumb as
Christmas
fuck.
movies, you'll
You'll
like
hate it.
Terrible.
Shut up.
You'll hate it, Luke.
You
It's
know it was
awful.
good. I told you. I explained to you, and you were like, "Yeah, you're right. It was good."
Cody
It was pretty
overhyped
good.
it, and it ruins the whole movie.
No,
Hey
I didn't
Cody, I
overhype
just try
it.
to
I have
explain
talk
to
about
you
something.
why Scott Pilgrim was good, and you're
Garbage.
still like it's terrible.
No
Yeah,
shit.
so I'm
It's-
gonna go ahead and watch it and still give you the same opinion, but
Yeah,
No, it's
gonna
literally-
be shitty.
So here's what Scott Pilgrim is. It's a movie that your boy's girlfriend turns on, and you both groan and be like, "Nah," and then she reminds you that you two have been watching the TV for like 6 straight days without giving her an opportunity to watch it. So
my
you're like,
brother gave
"All
me the
right."
and the DVD. My brother turned me on to it.
And then you give her the remote, and or it's Luke's brother for some weird reason, and then they're like fucking Scott Pilgrim, and you and your boy are like, "Ah!" And then you watch it, and it's horseshit the whole time.
Meanwhile, Cody is like, kids, I know you want to watch something else. I know you want to watch Frozen, but we got to watch Klaus, all right? I got to cry about my Christmas spirit. I need it today. We're going to watch Klaus, okay? It's the most important movie of the Christmas spirit,
Dude, my
okay? We got
brother-
to fucking watch it.
My brother came over the other day, and we were just chilling in the basement, and I was watching The Wire, and my son wouldn't stop crying, and I was like, "Food, milk, diapers. What do you want? You're dry. Everything looks good. You don't want food." And Jacob was like, have you tried turning on cartoons at all today? And I was like, just been binge watching The Wire. And he was like, so to get this straight, he was like, for the last 11 hours your son's been awake. You've been forcing him to watch The Wire with you, just a season of The Wire, and you can't figure out what's going on. You just watch people get shot in the head and sell crack and heroin, and you're like, I don't know why my son's upset. He was like, watch this. Let me see the remote. Turn on kids' cartoons. Immediately, my son shuts up and pays attention to the TV. And I was like, oh, that does work. And he was like, do you never do this? And I was like, nope. I sure fucking don't. That's why Ari got her own TV, because I don't want to watch the bullshit they want to watch.
Dude, Ari gets me weak whenever I come over to your house and she's got the TV on. She's just laying out with the legs crossed and everything, just kicking it.
Vibing.
Like she already knows how to chill, bro.
She got a tablet now, so now she's fucking with that. Like, it's the perfect time for all this, because now it's acceptable to be a lazy parent and leave him in the house with a tablet, because it's COVID, so you can't take him anywhere, right?
I want to know, like you like watching her like grow, being her adoptive father and everything, and like spending what 2 years with her now, 3.
2 years, yeah.
2 years, like is she like? What are you noticing? Like, what are you like thinking she'll be into when she gets older? Is she being an artsy person like you or Allie? Is she?
Yeah, we painted with chalkboard paint on the wall for her to be able to draw on her walls. So she just gets chalk, and she's got a Light-Bright, and she draws shit on it. We try to encourage all that stuff because me and Allie are both artists. There's all kinds of, if you just look around my house, there's like kids paintings hung up, because every once in a while we'll break out the canvases and fucking let Ari just go ham on a canvas, and I'll paint with her, and Allie will paint with her, and fucking she likes doing stuff like that. She enjoys
like fun,
playing with Play-Doh. But every kid likes artistic shit when they're kids. It's if they still like it going forward. But I think so. I mean,
right. But I mean, like that's my thing. Like all kids are into that shit. But has there been anything, or it could still be arts and crafts that like you're like, wow, like she's really, like she's good at this.
She likes playing on those fucking tablets. She plays Roblox.
What's she doing as a career, Cody? What is she going to be doing?
She's gonna be a streamer. She's gonna be a streamer, dog.
I don't want to put any pressure on them. I don't know. Whatever they want to do, kind of just support it. Nothing seems to be like jumping out. Just normal kid shit, playing video games, fucking screaming that they don't want to clean their room.
But what is her?
You eventually cave after 6 hours of yelling, clean your fucking room, and you keep coming in there, but you got a kid in your arms, so you're like, hey, I can't help you do it, fuck, and then eventually you do it for her, set the kid down, fucking, god damn it, just curse quietly under your breath the whole time, and fucking quickly, angrily clean the room, fucking storm out of there. She's on the tablet the whole time, refusing to clean, like playing with her dolls while she's helping me clean and shit like that. Just normal kid shit, Like I don't want to. Yeah, that's how I was. I mean, all the same shit that I get mad and scream about around the house is shit that I did. But it's hard to keep it in
all about
perspective.
patience.
I have no fucking patience. I am the worst parent right now. I feel like I'm just fucking them up. I'm just yelling and screaming in the house and being an asshole, and I'm mean and hungover all the time. So I feel like I'm a shitty parent, but like I try my best. I'm giving them all I got.
All you got.
I'm giving them all I got, but it is frustrating.
I'm giving them all I got. I'm just screaming at them. I'm mad as fuck.
I'm
doing my best.
I'm literally giving it all I got.
But I'm shitty a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Go have kids, dude. It's fucking hard. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
I'm sure. I won't do that. I won't do that.
Yeah, well, probably a smarter decision. But
hold up.
What? What am I holding up
Knocking
for?
on all the wood right now.
Yeah. He's actually looking for wood to knock on right now.
I knocked on my table.
Wow.
Yeah,
this girl's probably pregnant now.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Would she get the old smortion if take her down to the old clinic?
I don't want to have this conversation.
Bust out that first week's paycheck.
I don't want to talk about having to be in that situation.
No, because she's for sure pregnant right now. You didn't get to the table fast enough, so right now she's pregnant. So let's think about our options.
Yeah,
there was no wood to walk on or knock on there. Bud.
I'm sorry, he's pregnant. Den's his girlfriend.
Yes.
You literally, you've had a girlfriend for like the last year and a half. We've never brought her up one time. I don't think we only talk about you fucking
her
your
here
dog.
and there.
I feel like she's a phantom, dude. Like,
yeah.
I hear rumors.
Is she real? Did you create her Facebook account and just like?
I think you shared a Snapchat. You shared a Snapchat recently at you and in the hotel, and there was like a glimpse.
Yeah, because She immediately screamed, "Ew, don't."
Yeah, that's how they all are, right? They're all like, please don't.
Wait, Snapchat's still a thing that people do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes,
man.
why not?
I don't know. I don't know dick about social media or what anybody's doing.
Yeah. Well, stay that way.
Snapchat-
You want to keep the innocence, Cody.
Snapchat is the only way that I'm able to stay connected with my friend that I grew up in Price Hill with and went to school with, Eric Walker. It's the only way. Like, on Christmas, he posted a picture on his story of like him and his son and their dog in like matching pajamas in front of the tree. And I'm like, homie, I didn't know you even had a kid. Like, what is going on? No.
This dude
Like,
doesn't
this
sound
is
like
awesome.
your friend, Luke.
No, it's just we
You don't
haven't
have his
spoken
phone number?
in so many years.
Text him.
I do.
Just never text him?
Sometimes
Well,
it's easier to communicate.
He lives in Texas now, and he's married.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the only way to like connect with certain people, I have friends like that, absolutely.
Yeah.
Where you just, you're doing something in your life, like, whoa, check out this fucking thing I'm doing today.
You know,
just
like
take a picture, and they'll respond to that, or vice versa.
We went to Catholic school in Price Hill from kindergarten to 8th grade. We walked together to school from kindergarten to like 3rd grade every morning. And then like after we graduated, I moved to Coleraine. He went to some Catholic high school in Kentucky, and then he joined the military afterwards, and then his life just picked up from there. We just,
Did you ever come back?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you ever come back?
He comes by on the holidays to see his mom. He said he would let me know next time he's through.
Hell yeah, there you go.
There you go.
I feel like you had another military buddy because we saw the most garbage movie together. What was it? The Ratchet and Clank movie. We saw the fucking.
It was bad?
They took. Well, here's what the Ratchet and Clank movie was that we saw in theaters and paid money to see. It was
awesome.
It's all
Is
the
it good or is it bad?
Hold on, it's all the cutscenes of the video games just strapped together with some where the in between
Filler?
you be playing the video game. They put a little filler scene that's 4 seconds long, and the rest is all the cutscenes just stitched together into a
Seriously?
movie. 100%. That's what it
Are you
was.
serious?
1,000%. Yeah, I'm serious.
Was this in theaters?
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah.
We saw it at the Extreme, the Northgate Theater, or whatever the fuck, Escape, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
it's
They
called.
just refiltered the cutscenes.
No, like it's original, new, updated stuff, but it's the exact same
story?
The
Okay, so
exact
it's the same story?
Same
Same
villains,
shots?
same everything. They used
the
a
same
lot
shots.
of similar shots.
No,
yeah.
not similar. The exact same shots. They stitched the
How long was
cutscenes
this
of the video
movie?
game together. An hour and like 20 minutes or something.
I had a good time the whole time.
Did they use the original voice actors, or they use like star power? Like,
Hold on, I'll
Well-
look it up. Hold on.
I don't know, but also like I feel like Ratchet and Clank's voice isn't that hard to like replicate.
let's hear your impression.
Yeah,
I don't know if I could do either.
I wanna
My voice
hear.
is too weird.
You should try.
No, dude.
we
Hold
saw-
up, Cody.
It's too gross and deep.
I'm pulling it up right now. Hold on.
Apparently, there's a Sly Cooper movie being made too, or
No,
what?
that trailer had been floating around for like a decade. That project
Seriously?
is dead. Yeah,
I
that
hope-
project
yeah.
is dead. The one where they like they're like running along the tops of the buildings, and then like
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
thing is to get into the donut store. Yeah.
Yeah.
That project
Wait.
has been long abandoned. Yeah.
Hold the fuck on a minute. Directed by who you've never heard of them, never heard of the directors. Listen to this. I didn't know this. The film stars the voices of Paul Giamatti, John Goodman, Bella Thorne, Rosario Dawson. Sylvester Stallone is in this fucking movie. What are you talking about?
James Arnold Taylor, he's in it too.
For real? No
That's
fucking
the
way.
best, I think.
And you're over here talking shit, and I'm like, no, it's a solid film.
Yeah, it was all. I guess it was all right. It
You
only.
know, I heard the Sonic
Oh,
movie
you
was pretty
suck at
good.
dick.
I
was
heard
fun.
You saw it, the Sonic movie?
No. I was still talking about fucking Ratchet and Clank. What Sonic movie? In the middle of
Sonic-
talking about Ratchet and Clank, going through the Wikipedia, Pat's like the fucking. So yeah, the Sonic movie. The
Yeah, whatever.
hold on, what? I'm trying to see if they. I'm sorry, Pat. We can talk about the Sonic movie, but I'm trying to see if they stitched together all the cutscenes to make this fucker. I don't know. The film was produced at Rainmaker
Just
Studio.
Google that question. Google that
mention-
question. Did they?
No.
Is it a shot for shot?
Oh, Luke,
remake?
I'm not wrong. I'm not fucking wrong. Critical response, 21% on Rotten Tomatoes, which, you know what? I don't always trust
Bad.
those fucks. 29 out of 100 on Metacritic, all right? They gave it an F at Cinema Score. This movie was a stinker, dude. What do you mean? I remember that it was fun sitting in a theater with you and watching a Ratchet and Clank thing.
Hey,
but...
Cinema Score gave it a B, cuz. You better finish those critics.
What? No, they didn't.
Yes, it did.
Hold the fuck
Pull
on.
back up, you little bitch.
You're a little bitch, dude.
I'll fucking read it out loud. That's why I'm the real reader.
Read it out loud.
'Cause I fucking read the facts. Here we go.
Oh, you're right.
Audiences polled by Cinema Score gave the film an average grade of B on an A+ to F scale. Oh!
Bill Zwecker of the Chicago Sun-Times gave it 2 out of 4. So everybody
That's
else
half.
says that it
That's
sucks.
half. That's half. That's
That's
half.
how Luke sold his test results to his
2 out
parents
of
when he came
4
home.
is half.
No, it got 50%.
Goddamn
That's half
right.
the test I got right. That's pretty good. It's 1 out of every 2. Huh? Yeah.
6
Yeah.
out of
So
10.
mostly
that's more
negative
than
as
half.
fuck.
6 out of 10. That's more than half. How is that negative?
Dude, the monster. Speaking,
It's a
I'm getting on to
60%.
another.
It's an F, you fool.
No, it's not.
It's an F. It's a 60% is an F. What do you mean?
Not at my school.
Dude, you went to the Short Bus school for the
No, I started
touched
a
in
school.
the head and shit
it's
like
called
that.
the Luke Young School of Correct People. So fuck off.
teach them
okay?
to fuck dogs. Hell yeah, dude. Pat, what were you gonna say, buddy?
I was gonna say. I heard the Sonic movie was good, and that the Monster Hunter movie was really, really bad.
So
The Sonic one's the one that they bullied everybody into fixing, right? They just fucking cyberbullied all these fucking bitches on the internet talking about fucking cyberbullying's bad and fucking don't do it. All those people bullied a studio into fucking remaking a fucking character, and they were right. The character looked like ass, but they
Looked terrible.
forced them to make a correct Sonic by fucking bullying the shit out of them.
Listen,
Don't you wish you could have done that to the Star Wars people? Don't you wish?
yes, this
that
is
would've
what I
worked?
was about to say. This is what I was about to say, people, is listen, if we banned enough and fucking just come out of your closets and just say that the Disney Star Wars movies are ass. I know some of you for some reason say they're good films, but if we fucking tell them that they're garbage enough, they will get canceled. See, like they trashed the Sonic movie so much, they made it look like the real Sonic. That's how bad it looked before. Like, see, your original content is stupid. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
Well,
Just
listen to
get
the fans sometimes. It's not going to turn out like that. You know that episode of The Simpsons? They think that it's going to turn out like that fucking episode of The Simpsons where Homer bitches about cars to the point to where they're like, all right, we're going to let you make a car. You sound like you know what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah.
You bitch so much about everything. And he makes the Homer
That's
mobile,
funny.
and it's got like a fucking
Looks like
aqua
shit.
tank. It's a piece of dog shit. It's like baby shit green. He's like, perfect. Yeah.
But the horn though,
They're afraid that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh shit, it plays mariachi music. Yeah, that shit was tight. But they think that, oh yeah, if we let the fans do it, here's what's gonna happen. No, listen to the people that are fucking gonna spend the money on the merch. Like, if you make a really good product, like, you will not just like sell a good movie. Think about this in terms of if they're all business people thinking like, how do I get the most out of this, and they don't give a fuck. It's like, listen to the people that like are gonna choose whether or not this film lives or dies on for the rest of history, and then you get the licensing rights to toys and fucking a side comic book, and fucking you're selling lightsabers and everything else. Think about that aspect of it. Give the people
because-
what they fucking want.
People are they're so dumb. They're like, I'm gonna make this new content that's gonna reach out to fans and the unfamiliar. But like, if you just stuck to like the fucking script, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna please the fan base by giving them what they want, and you're gonna bring in new people because like the new people are gonna fucking love what was already there. Bro, you tell anybody
It's like
what
playing too
happened.
safe.
Tell anybody what happened to the origins of like Darth Nihilus, and they'll be like, "I'm immediately interested. Let's get a movie."
Take my
about
money. Take my fucking money.
this." Take
from
my
me.
money. Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
I will-
see. I want to see that. I want to see him live on a planet that's constantly flowing from a giant generator, dark side energy, and he's trapped there for 1,000 years. And when he finally escapes, he's basically a phantom underneath a black cloak and mask. Like,
Does
You
he
know, I
make
wanna
Scooby Doo
I
villain
wanna
noises?
see it.
That's how I just imagine he creeps around at all times. A spooky Sith ghost.
Hey,
Stupid.
did you guys like ever forget about those episodes of Scooby Doo that actually happened where they had team ups with Batman?
No, I didn't forget
Oh,
about
I
that.
remember those.
Scooby-Doo's fucking, and they had the Harlem Globetrotters on an episode. It was the one that they made in
Or
the
famous
80s.
celebrities.
It was
What the
the late 70s and the 80s. Scooby-Doo's fuck, I forget.
What
Forget
was
what
up
it was
with
called.
that?
Well, it was on Boomerang all the time, so I watched everything on Boomerang, so I know all the old cartoons. They had the original Scooby-Doo run, right? The fucking, I think it came out like 69, and then they did the 1980s one where they always had like Scooby-Doo meets up with fucking Batman, and it's like
yeah.
Adam West style Batman. Pat, are you looking it up
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah, they
Find
had
it.
Steve Urkel
What's it called? What's the name of the series?
Steve Urkel,
on Scooby-Doo.
dude. That's how you know Urkel ran the '90s, homie. He was in Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
The 80s. The 80s.
it's weird. And then
Oh,
the Three
yeah,
Stooges,
Holy
the
shit!
Ghost of Abraham Lincoln,
They had Barney Fife on there from fucking
Phyllis Diller.
Yeah, I remember. That's how I
Sonny
knew
and
about the
Cher.
Phyllis Diller one because they thought
I
that she was
remember
killing her
Phyllis
husband.
Diller.
She was talking about how many husbands that she had, all these dead husbands on the wall and shit like that. She was smoking a cigarette on a cigarette extender and shit like that. I think
They
Phyllis
had-
Diller's
God,
still
dude.
alive, isn't she? That bitch is like 190 years old in a cave somewhere, fucking
In a cave somewhere.
eating bugs.
Just imagine Phyllis Diller, just like some fucking old like bird crane witch, just like wearing.
She's a-
wearing scraps and gray skin, just
Yeah.
like calling to
Head
herself.
just
in a
spins
cave.
around all the time, just constantly spinning back and forth. She's got blue glowing eyes, and she just eat bugs in a cave all the time, smoking that cigarette. That cigarette never goes out though. Got a magic fucking creep cigarette. Yeah,
Quite
she
a
looks like
view.
Gollum
Oh my
with
God.
longer appendages.
Looks like Gollum.
Yeah, what is it? What's it called? Scooby Doo's Mysteries or some shit?
Scooby Doo.
Pat, you found it. You don't know what it's called?
Celebrities.
What's that?
Pat, you found it. What's it called? It's not just.
It was just Scooby Doo. I just looked up weirdest guests on Scooby Doo.
Oh, they just
Can
called
you
it
tell me
Scooby Doo.
what
I
it
thought it had a different name or something. Well, whatever.
Oh, they've had like the Adventures of Scooby Doo, Scoob,
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
What's Scooby Doo Junior or
A
whatever.
pup named Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
No,
which
that's
actually
Scrappy
was really
Doo,
good.
not Scooby Doo Junior. It's Scrappy Doo. Everybody
Yeah.
hated Scrappy Doo. I thought Scrappy was
Scrappy
tight.
sucks.
Scrappy fucking ruled.
Scrappy was
People
great.
hated him so much that they made him the villain in the live action film.
Yeah, that was ass.
They did that
him so wrong.
It was terrible. Of course,
Yeah.
but they did that as a fuck you to Scrappy Doo, from what I read.
Hey,
Did
that
y'all remember the
movie-
live
That
action?
movie was surprisingly adult. The
Yeah,
one
they
with
had
Freddie
Mary
Prinze
Jane
Jr.
was
and
Scooby's
everyone.
girl. Was Shaggy's girlfriend's name Mary Jane and shit like that? I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's tight. They're slipping shit in for the dads and the moms watching. That's what it is. That's what they did
God.
on SpongeBob too. That's why if you go back and watch the cartoons we grew up with, I'm watching it now with
yeah.
like Adventure Time because I like Adventure Time.
So
Adventure Time's
good.
super adult
It's
sometimes.
So
Yeah,
good.
it's
I
great.
only discovered Adventure Time last year,
Same.
and I'm rewatching it now, and it's
It's super good.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it has a story I care about. I'm like, Adventure Time's fucking tight. I was like, I thought this was some goofy
It's got
shit.
a lot of lore behind it too. Like
Adventure
you won't see it, but
Time?
it's subtle.
That's what
The
I love
lore of the
about
world
it.
is super subtle.
But that's
There's
what I love
so
about
many
it.
YouTube videos that break down the stories and connect episodes, and
I'm
like,
on that. I'm about to start
character things.
watching
It's
that.
awesome. Dude, it's so good. I'll send you some channels.
Please. Oh, I need that in my
Like-
life. I love
like,
shit like
dude,
that.
Adventure Time, dude. Adventure Time like makes me second guess literally everything I hate on now. Because I was one of those dudes in high school, like, man, fuck Adventure Time, dude. They're
So was
ruining
I, because all the weird
Cartoon
kids liked it.
Network,
Because
man.
all the fucking
Like-
weird kids liked it.
Yeah.
Then I
yeah.
was like, this show sucks because these weird kids wear the T-shirt. I was like, for sure, I'm never watching it. It sucks.
Yeah.
And that
Dude,
was the end of it. And then Allie loves it, and I'm like, that show probably sucks because I didn't trust it because of probably the same fucking reason. It was like all those lame kids like it. I don't want to be like those lame kids. I don't like it. And then I watched it, and I was like, it's hard to not like. It's like immediately just great. It's got good backstory. The episodes are short as fuck. I'm like, this is perfect. Yeah, this is fucking awesome. The
Yeah.
art's interesting and weird. Yeah, they do weird, trippy shit. They talk like people talk right now. They use like weird slang and shit. They call each other main. They're like rapping. It's goofy
Yeah.
shit. Like,
I'll
super.
get that guac.
There's a cartoon that you guys would really like that Rachel and I recently binged. It's kind of adult. It's called Over the Garden Wall on Hulu. If you want
Alright.
to look up a trailer, it's kind of like Adventure Time in a weird other world, but it's like this dark world where death happens. There's a lot of witchcraft. It's very autumn themed.
I'm in.
It stars like Elijah Wood. The guy who played Doc from fucking Back to the Future, whatever the fuck his name is.
He's in it?
But yeah, it's really
He's
good, man.
old
It's
as
only one
fuck
season
now. He's
It's only
so
one
fucking old.
season. But check out Over the Garden Wall.
Well, Cody, when you can travel through time, I'm sure he's found medicine that can like long his
No,
life.
Luke, that wasn't a documentary. See, that's a movie that he made with a
What?
Time travel doesn't
Yeah,
work
I
that
know.
way.
It's I thought the same thing for years, but no, that's a movie.
Fuck!
It was just so well done. You think it's an actual docu-series, like a little mini 30 for 30.
I've been saving so much
travel.
money to buy DeLoreans.
Oh shit! All right, let's do the reads. It's almost 9
Let's do
o'clock.
it.
We're turning into a pumpkin. Who's
All
got the
right.
reads ready first?
Hail Dark Aesthetics, one of our badass sponsors. If you go check them out, they have
love
some
you, Neil.
awesome taxidermy. They have awesome records. You like metal, you like dark gothic shit, go check out their stuff. They have everything. It says 720 Main Street, Covington, Kentucky 41011, and they're open Monday through Friday 12 to 7 p.m. and Sunday 1 to 5 p.m. And they have a website coming soon. They're going to let us know once it's up. But if you go in there and you get something, if you say a hail bastard at checkout or say that you listen to the Bastard Sermon podcast, they'll give you 10% off. So go ahead and check them out. They're fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, Luke, that's your cue.
We are also sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. If you want some top of the line, quality, fantastic, amazing heady glassware for your marijuana, I know I sure do. Or if you want any sort of products that could keep it concealed away from the big boys, the 5-0, or if you want to get some sort of kratom for whatever usage you use kratom for, whether it to sleep better, you fucking take your sweet, nice, curved, refined ass down on over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop has 2 locations, and you can find them at 937 Monmouth Street, Newport, Kentucky, 41071, or you can find them at one moment. My phone just froze.
Hell yeah. Would it be a ad read if like your screen wasn't freezing and your phone wasn't freezing and fucking
I know.
we
I'm
don't
a
have
real
the
piece of
address?
shit, right?
We forget to do one of the sponsors. Have we ever?
Well, I
forgot?
got one address. Here's the other one: 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45249.
Sick, Pat.
Sweet. And then go ahead.
You get a discount if you tell them you're a bastard. 10%.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut that off.
15%.
15%.
15.
We don't
Yeah,
have any of the
okay, figure it out.
information. This is the fumbliest, stumbliest time of the podcast when we're just like loosely like just hustling to get the fucking like, oh god, the phone's frozen, and by the phone's frozen, Luke means that he didn't pull it up.
No, it was
wasn't
frozen. I
ready.
swear to God.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Let's move on. Cody Best at Clifton Barbers. Go get a fucking haircut by this guy. I went and it was awesome. 337 Ludlow Avenue. If you go to their Instagram or Facebook at Clifton Barbers, you can check out all the other accounts for people that work there too. But there's no walk-ins at the moment due to COVID, so appointment only, but you can go an online book. It's cash only, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Go get that fucking haircut.
And we are also sponsored this entire month by Crunchbite Gaming. Crunchbite Gaming, you can find
Heyo.
him on Twitch. Crunchbite Gaming is Clint. He is my cousin. He is a big supporter of the show, and he has been referred to, talked about, and even been on a Patreon episode of ours on the show. And go ahead and support him. He streams. I'm not sure of his regular schedule, and I don't think he has one right now.
Streams
I know
all the
he's
time.
working
Add
it
him on,
out, but
add
he
him
does
online.
it all the time. I know he did a giveaway a week or two ago for I think it was a Raising Cane's gift card. So go ahead and
That's
tune
cool.
on in, and yeah, it's a good old time.
This episode, as all episodes, is sponsored by the amazing, the talented, the incredible, the big dick wizard, Anthony Tank Mansfield. He runs the Kneel to No One brand. If you want to check it out, you go to at Kneel to No One, KNEELTONOONE, either .com or at that handle, and you can check out his incredible selection of glassware. He's got all these dope beer glasses with these really cool designs on them that he made himself, and his custom t-shirts. He's also got custom art starting at $30. Man, I'd need to be drunk to do the reads more effectively. I didn't drink and I fucked them all up this time. Whoops. Also, should I do more reads? I feel like you guys are doing all the reads. Should I do another one of those reads?
I don't know. We can always change that.
Who
Doesn't
cares?
matter.
Who gives a fuck? We should talk about this later. All right. If you want to check out our Patreon, that's where the next hour of this is going. We got shit to talk about. Love you. Bye.